So last time we left off our adventurers. They have fully escaped Astral. They are currently in Creek. Congrats. Tobias decided to be a murder hobo, and everyone freaking decided to go with him. So before they reached Creek, they decided to not to murder, 3 dudes and a pregnant woman and 2 children. Good job, guys.
Hey, we're not total murder. I'm not a total murder hobo.
And then attacked 3 people, 1 which escaped, an elven lady who freaking shot a bunch of poisonous acid arrows at freaking Scott, which was quite hilarious. I bet you enjoyed that.
Definitely.
You guys are at Creek. Jan found out it's 500 gold pieces for a +1 dagger.
Bullshit, by the way.
Hey, that's what the player handbook says. That's what I'm going to go with. So, you know,
well, it's your world. You get to make up your own prices, but okay.
Why would
this
I do
homebrew.
What? That's stupid. Why would I? Are you telling me I have to create my entire world down to economics?
Yes.
Don't you dare show Yoda Gaming in the Discord. I see that. I love the Yoda Gaming memes. Don't do that to me.
My myth lab has been escape 15 counts of drug possession with intent to sell. I must. On the run from the police, I am angry at
please
me.
Stop,
please
please stop. Shut up before I die of laughter. Alright. So, we also found out that Grace, Damien, can read quite efficiently and knows where the first rite takes place at Mount Shining. So, congrats on that.
I'm a holy noodle.
The holiest of noodles.
Enlightened,
And
yo.
currently,
#woke.
at the moment, everyone is in Creek at a tavern. Gil is walking in with Jan, and Damien, last I heard, said, quote, I'm going to do some bard stuff now, which would be the first time she did any bard stuff. Besides use bardic inspiration in battle, so actual freaking roleplay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna find a tavern, and I'm gonna play my kazoo.
You are at the tavern. If you want to play your kazoo and see if you can make money off of it, if we can roll a performance check.
Alrighty. I'll pull up my character sheet.
Oh god, how to make a DM on the Roll20 cringe. The session started 5 minutes ago. You still haven't got your character sheet out.
Give me a second.
You make me do this.
Alright.
14. Some people drop, like, you get a total of 3 silver, as people are like, whatever, freaking...
Why is this idiot playing kazoo right now? Alright.
And
how about...
the freaking tavern owner comes over to you and, like, puts her finger in the end of the kazoo playing, says, please stop. And politely pulls her finger out of the kazoo and goes back to serving people alcohol.
Yikes! That's so sad. Okay.
Your performance was okay, but it's like, come on, you're just freaking pandering for money. Get out.
Please. Can I kazoo on the streets then?
You can kazoo on the streets, yes.
All right. Can I re-roll?
Sure, go ahead. I'll let you freaking try to be a bard.
Let me try to kazoo a little harder, okay?
Can you be a bard? The ultimate test. Go ahead and roll performance.
Oh
boy.
I kazoo even worse. I'm crying now. Like, tears are falling off my kazoo.
Same lady, the owner of the tavern, comes outside and runs across the street where you were with the broom and starts whacking you. Stop it! No one wants to hear that. Go back inside. If you want something, freaking buy it.
I'm gonna stick to what I'm good at. Is there a brothel anywhere?
You can roll perception checks.
Okay.
Oh boy, man, you're having like get all these bad rolls out now, Iris.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. There are brothels, but there are a bunch of like security guards and full weapons in front of them. So you're like, oh, that's convenient.
Oh, can I try to talk to the guards to let me in?
Sure. They immediately, once they see you freaking
Whoa.
cross spears with each other, identification.
Do I have an ID?
No, you do not have an ID. You can roll
Oh,
a history check real quick for me.
Yay. Where's history? What the heck? Oh, I'm just forgot how the alphabet worked. Wow, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You've never been asked that question before in your life, and you're like, that's stupid.
I'm from hell. I don't need ID. Everyone knows me there, dude.
Gil and Janice, you see freaking Damien freaking try to get into a brothel. Gil's gonna roll a quick history check. Alright, good job, Gil. Fairly passed. Well, he walks over to you, kind of taps you on the shoulder. Creek is basically run by oligarchs, and they kind of need to know what oligarch house you belong to. That's what they mean by identification.
Oh.
And once again, he looks at you. Identification.
I'm not a part of a house, am I?
No, you are not. This is completely nil. Greek is run by oligarchs. You guys have no idea who those guys are.
Can I?
I don't.
You would not know this yet. Oligarchs are you would know some of their house names, but you don't know any oligarchs' names.
No. I don't know no oligarchical names.
Yeah, you would know their house name, but you wouldn't.
I have no clue what an oligarch is. Is that some kind of hog pig Latin?
Yeah.
Can you hear the rhythm bot?
No.
No, rhythm bot be paused. And as Grace, you're trying to figure out what's an oligarch and what's an identification, they say keep it moving, and they point you to the direction of the tavern. Go play your silly instrument over there. Wow,
No.
Changed action so hard right there.
Oh.
No, she's going to play her other instrument.
No, you don't have to do that. You don't need to point me away. Do I really need an ID? I mean, I'm just looking for work.
Sorry, ma'am. Only those with identification.
16 persuasion. Does it change anything?
I will roll. Sorry, but they point their spears at you again. I'm gonna say this. How many times do I have to say this to you? Identification needed. Shove it.
Fine. I walk off.
Before me and my brother Luigi
Creek was run by the Italian mob.
Before me and my brother Luigi over here to get violent with you.
I'll call my brother Antonio and we will settle the score.
Shove it. And Gil's like, you don't want to upset Oligarch.
You don't want to upset Luigi.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with him. I'll heck off.
Alright, so Gil is gonna walk into the tavern where you are, Tobias. As you guys are able to get some rest, Gil get a quick breather away from, intense freaking desert life for a hot sec as you guys have been traveling for the past week. Gil's like, alrighty, so we can go shopping for supplies. We agreed to go shopping for supplies when we get back, correct?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alrighty, so do you guys want to head out to Creek tonight, make it in the morning, or do you want to...
You mean Mount Shining?
Mount Shining,
yes.
God, yes. You guys want to make it to Mount Shining?
As long as I've restocked my alcohol, I'm good.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You guys can
Mount
go
Shining
shopping.
would be better to travel in the day, wouldn't it?
That is up to you guys. Gil's just here for advice, give advice and freaking...
Hey Gil, would it be safer to travel during the day or the night?
I mean, during the day, heat is quite the problem. I mean, you can see things, and at night it's colder, but you really can't see much. So I mean, pick your poison. Would you rather see your enemies come at
the
you
heat
from...
pretty well?
All right.
So the other one's a demoness. That's not really going to be a problem for her. And I'm sure the 10-year-old will be fine. Honestly, the only one I think
who I think cares is you.
All right. So we're leaving tomorrow morning or tonight.
Sure.
It's up to you guys. We can either see if we can find a place to sleep, we can either stay here at this tavern, or we can, stay in our cart.
Have we already paid for the tavern?
No, you have not. No one's
Oh,
purchased
then
anything.
yeah,
at
we'll
the
just
tavern.
go.
Alrighty. Group consensus.
Yes.
Sure.
Alright.
I
Cart.
don't care.
Alrighty. So
Free rent. Free real estate.
Free real
It's
estate.
free real estate.
It's free real estate.
Oh my gosh, that Soviet meme. You see this barn? It can hold so much wheat. This is the cart's like, you see this cart? It can hold so many people. Oh my goodness. So
Hold on, we haven't asked Derek what his opinion is.
Derek's little answer is banana cat face. He doesn't know what's going on.
Just like Derek.
Derek is forever subject to our whims.
Forever. Not your whims. Freaking Damien's whims.
To mine by proxy-ish.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so you guys are gonna pack up Leaf Creek after taking a quick hot break?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so you guys head out. Creek is pretty normal, except for that oligarch business. As you notice, a lot of people try to enter a certain market. You guys like identification. I'm like, I just want to buy some watermelon, dude. Identification. Alright, fine. Some people get in, some people don't get in. There's a lot of military presence, and they all wear different uniforms. So you can probably guess that different oligarchs have different uniforms, and different people are allowed to different areas. But the main entrance in the city center are kind of like this free zone. That's where the tavern you guys were at. So you guys are leaving. Not a lot of adventure types have come in yet. So you can assume that either people have gotten lost in the creek or they've moved on extremely fast.
Can
so
I
you
make
guys...
a perception check to check for that?
Yeah, I just wonder what they're doing, because, we're like the only ones who have a person who can read, the Book of Rights. So I just wonder what everyone else is even doing.
I mean, each group has one reader.
Oh, okay.
So, you said you want to make a what, Scott? Tobias?
A perception check to check for that elf woman.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Haha, I see nothing.
No, you see absolutely nothing. With that 3.
3, a strong 3.
You freaking go around, you look around, check under the tables, at every corner, you even ask the security guy, have you seen an elf lady about yay tall, yay big, with an arrow that shoots acid? Really, really annoying. Dude, do you know how many elves I see?
Scars kinda like these.
Dude, do you know how many elves I see a day? Shove off. You're like,
Alright, Mark.
Maybe
you don't need to call your brother Antonio to come and break my kneecaps.
How'd you know my brother Antonio? How'd you know my brother was Antonio? Grace, what are you rolling persuasion for? Please tell me.
In persuasion?
Why are you rolling a persuasion check?
Oh, because I dropped my laptop.
No.
Because she dropped her spaghetti.
Nice.
I dropped
Stop! I could have tried my croissant.
I was trying to put my
Oh my
phone in
goodness.
my whole laptop coming. Alright.
Alright then, so you guys are heading out to Mount Shining.
Yes.
It's you guys got the car together, you guys are moving. It's about late in the day. You guys are still Creek and Mount Shining are roughly a day apart. As you see the peak of Mount Shining in the distance, you guys can roll a perception check.
Ooh, time for another 3?
Don't judge yourself.
No,
Dude. Believe
I
in
got a
yourself.
17.
Believe in yourself, dude.
No, see,
Yuck!
the goal is to not believe in myself.
Oh boy.
And then I will roll high out of spite for myself.
Alrighty, so Damien and Derek, you're too busy just looking at each other to pay attention to what's a freaking giant mountain somehow. Gil, Tobias, and Jan, you guys see a campfire at the top of Mount Shining.
Me, I bet it's that
boy.
elfin woman. Or maybe it's just a fire. Honestly, at this point, I don't know.
Goodness. So yeah, there is a fire on top of the camp. Words. There is a fire on top of Mount Shining.
Brandon, during this during our trip to Mount Shining, can I continue to at least try and teach Derek how to wield a glaive?
Yes, roll an intelligence check. As you try to teach him.
Time for a low roll. There we go.
With that
perpetual low rolling.
Okay, that noise is back. Can someone try to fix their mic, please? Thank you.
Didn't we see that it was just like didn't we see that it was just roll 20 last time?
Well, it's gone now, so whatever anyone did.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
I mean, I was muted before.
It was Grace's roll 20 last time.
Yeah. Alrighty, so because of your low roll, he had to roll with disadvantage. But he got 2 15s, and with his modifiers, he starts getting the hang of it.
Hey.
Even with your poor teaching, you're like, swing left. Okay.
No, I said left. That is left. I don't know what left is.
He's getting the hang of it. He's still not proficient with it, but you know, he can move it around his back without freaking smashing his knees in. And
that's good. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, pretty much. I've taught you all I can.
At this point, I think I rolled a 4 last time as well. So you know.
He'll know. Yeah. He got disadvantage that time, and he didn't know what to do. But this time, he got 2 15s, so he's making improvements. Alrighty,
soon,
so you
Derek,
guys
will learn the ways.
The glaive. So you guys are roughly 30 feet away from Mount Shining. It is nighttime, and the campfire is still on top.
I've got no clue what that means.
I could sneak and try and check it out.
I will not be joining you for that venture.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Gil's like, I'll go with you.
I have disadvantage when it comes to sneaking, so I'm hiding at the cart.
Alright, so
should I roll a stealth check?
Yes, you and Gil will roll stealth checks as you guys will try to climb it.
Oh, fuck me.
Jeez.
Low roll. Almost a nat 1, dude.
Alrighty, so you got an 8. Gil got a nat 20.
Oh.
So he somehow...
he just picks you up.
Gil kind of like... Gil's like, do you not know how to stealth freaking rogue? This is how you do it. And because of Gil's natural 20, he kind of covers up for you, but I will roll perception check on these.
Actually, what I'm wondering is, when do
God. Well, might as well get the low rolls out of the way now.
Alrighty, so that's that, and Gil will also roll a perception check. Oh, poor lad. You and Gil noticed that there was talking on top of the mountain. Of a bunch of people, but you guys don't actually see anything because you guys are too focused on being stealthy. And Gil got a freaking 3, so he's like, "No, stay down, just listen." So you guys don't actually get to see how many people are on top.
Okay.
So Gil's like, "Alrighty, we can retreat back down. Roll another stealth, please." If you guys try to.
Wait, higher than 2. Okay, that's thank you, game.
Alrighty, so Gil once again freaking covers for you as he got some 18 once again. Good job, Gil.
Jesus.
Not once again.
That was still a good roll.
Yeah, that was still a good roll. So you guys were able to escape down there pretty easily.
Okay.
As you guys return down to the camp, Gil was very adamant about not setting up a campfire, as he thinks you guys should just rough it for today. Because he doesn't want to alert the group on top. He says, anyone want to take a watch first?
I'll take first watch.
Alrighty. Derek will be pretty adamant about staying up with you as well.
Okay. Shocking.
Derek wants to smash.
Damien and her boy toy.
Oh my gosh, Damien and her boy toy. I'm just gonna change the name of the campaign to that now. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Until freaking Derek
how it goes.
Derek's the main star here.
Yeah, everybody knows that. He's rolled more crits than the rest of us.
Yeah.
3 quits the first day.
His best life. What?
it was like 3 crits like the first episode. That was impressive.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, all the side characters roll more crits than we do. That's just how it works.
That's how it goes.
Alrighty. Roll a perception check for me, Grace, as you take first watch with Derek.
I don't know. I think Derek should do it. No. There you go.
Alrighty. You don't see anything, Grace, but you do notice that Derek has just been staring at you this entire time. He rolled a 5. He's just been staring at you this entire time during the entire watch. He's completely memorized.
Oh.
Mesmerized, jeez.
Memorized. Wow, words.
Wow.
Goodness. Will that be your best?
I give him a head pat. That's all he gets. He gets head pats.
He blushes.
Jeez. He's gotten 3 crits in your game. That's all
What are
you
you
give him?
into?
Keeping him on a
Hand
tight
holding?
leash.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Getting a head pat from Senpai's first base.
For Derek, anyway.
For Derek, anyway. Alrighty, he wants to take. Go ahead.
Oh, I bet Derek's the kind of degenerate that's into hand holding.
Yeah. Which of you degenerates are in the hand holding?
Who wants to take up next watch?
I'll take next watch.
Alrighty, Tobias. Go ahead and roll.
Perception.
Perception.
9.
Once again, you don't see anything as you're too distracted. You're too distracted by the lack of alcohol.
Hey, I said I restocked.
When he drinks, he gets worse perception rolls. So I'm honestly shocked that this is his high. You know,
Oh my goodness.
This is a high point for him.
9's the highest you can go. It freaking peaks at 9 and crashes.
I feel like
18
Tobias
on the
never
other
rolls
side.
high.
I only ever make a critical hit when I'm committing gratuitous violence.
Yeah, like you'll get like a nat 20 on like a hit roll, and then like you'll never hit anything else when it comes outside of combat.
True.
It's like you've got a disadvantage in like everything.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, like the only thing I'm good at is combat. The rest of the game is just me not cutting it.
So I guess it's me and Gil taking.
Yeah, roll perception.
All right.
Gil again? Oh wait, no.
Oh God.
Oh, poor.
You're staring at shinies.
Nothing to it. You and Gil freaking are talking about the next installment of The Blue Whale with a wish spell. You guys freaking can't wait. You guys couldn't go to the library because it's blocked off by the oligarchs, but you guys like, I can't wait to get my hands on the next chapter. Chapter 8's gonna be so good. Or installment 8's gonna be so good. Blue Whale with a wish spell. Gosh damn, I hate myself sometimes. But it is morning. Grammy hasn't cooked.
I'm glad nothing happened with all of our horrible perception rolls.
Yeah.
Absolute trash perception rolls.
Man, good thing you guys aren't facing a rogue, because sneak attack damage would be spammed all over.
I know. I even have like a +2. I rolled a 3 on that perception, by the way. That's with my +2. That's pretty nice.
I'm gonna get slam dunked on by someone with the assassinate perk. He's just gonna walk up
If Brandon,
and go, stab.
If Brandon wanted to murder us, he could easily do it at nighttime because none of us see anything. I mean,
TPK at night.
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't even need to say rocks fall. He's just you guys got stabbed. You don't know how, you don't know why, you don't know when, but you're dead.
Goodness. All right.
face the murder hobo consequences.
You have been
Karma.
out murder hoboed.
Get all your bad rolls out now, kids. That's all I gotta say.
Oh no, we're gonna have to eat Grammy's cooking.
Grammy
Alright, already
has
constitution check.
Grammy has
Put her
cooked
home.
some sort of porridge, with freaking a twig. It looks like.
Oh wait,
Well,
wasn't
garnish.
Grammy? Didn't you say that Grammy was lazy last time? Is like you guys eat the rations for a while?
yes, but Grammy's offering you food this time.
Oh, okay.
She's offering some sort of porridge, and each bowl has like a twig in it. And she's like, "Eat that."
Oh boy.
Either
Alright,
it's
so
cinnamon
Scott's-
or just a fancy garnish.
So Scott, since you rolled, and I didn't say roll a con save, you immediately take the porridge with a stick in it and eat it all up. It is pretty good. Even the twig is pretty tasty. You can tell it's been smoked.
Delicious.
All right.
And smoked and sauce.
Delicious.
So
I'll
you
also
have a
eat it, I
choice.
guess, because
You
I trust Grammy.
You have a choice of either
Oh.
eating the leftover soup that she gave you the first time, or the porridge with the stick in it, and you roll the con save. So porridge with a stick in it's pretty good. Good job. Derek,
Grace,
will
you
eat
want
the
to go
leftover
ahead and
soup.
flub one?
Oh boy.
You're gonna have
Please, slave boy, don't barf.
You're gonna have porridge with a stick in it, or leftover soup.
I'm gonna have some porridge.
Alrighty, roll con
Make
save.
a con save.
Bloop.
Oh.
That barely passes. So does Derek and
Oh.
Gil. Also, well, you guys passed. That's pretty good. So
Yeah.
So this is how this works.
Yeah, Brandon, I just barely passed. It was very difficult. I don't know how I ever could have done it without my +5.
Yeah. So how this works? So every time Grammy invents something new for you guys that you guys haven't tried yet, you guys will roll con saves. If she remakes
Oh, so we don't
something-
have to. So if we don't have to do it if she remakes the same food we've had before.
Yes.
Cool. I like that.
Um,
Because I don't like rolling con saves because they make me nervous when it comes to
I'm
Grammy's
almost good
cooking.
at rolling con saves.
And she looks at all of you. What's the secret ingredient? And if you would like, you can all roll survivor checks to figure it out.
Survival?
Survival to figure it out.
Hey, I stand a pretty good chance.
Get all the bad rolls out.
Ooh,
Oh, okay, Grace
nice.
knows.
Grace,
Nice.
Grace knows
Damien
the
knows.
secrets to life, love,
I
and everything.
know.
All of you guys,
tasted
except
this in
Jan,
hell.
sadly.
Oh.
All of you know, including Jan, the porridge is pretty normal tasting. It's just normal porridge. Damien and Tobias, however, you know the secret ingredient is that twig. Damien,
the
you
twig.
know that twig is incredibly special when cooked. You guys
Oh.
now have advantage on perception checks for the rest of
Hey,
the day.
Yay. Damn it.
Well, you
guys-
get the perk, you just don't know that you have it.
Oh,
You
okay.
get it as
Do
well,
I, so
yeah.
I get it?
Yes,
Okay,
you
okay,
do.
cool. For a second, I
Yeah.
thought it was only people who knew got it, and I was sad.
No,
you
that,
guys
that
shoved
wouldn't
a
make
bunch of-
sense because you still consumed it.
Yeah, you still
Oh,
consume
okay.
it. You just don't know. Your vision feels better if you ate a bunch of carrots. Your
That's
vision is
actually
better.
I guess
sick,
my-
wait.
I guess my power is just really good today or something. I don't know.
It's like Gil
I'm
was
just over
wearing
here like,
glasses.
orange
like-
stick.
It was like
good
Gil was wearing
eye.
glasses this entire time. It's like takes it off. My vision feels so much
Hey.
better. Claritin clear.
Claritin Clear. Not sponsored by Claritin, by the
My
way.
vision and nasals, they feel so much better. So yes, this twig that Grammy's put in the porridge was freaking carrots in disguise. Helps your vision. Alrighty, so you guys, Gil's like, Grammy, you can defend the cart. She just nods. As she pulls
Fun-
out a butcher's axe, basically an axe in
A
her
butcher's
case.
axe.
Basically, because of her height.
It
it's
looks like
basically
a knife. It's as big as an axe. My great sword pales in comparison.
Tip, eat contact lenses in order to get better perception.
Oh my goodness.
Absorb its power.
It's a normal butcher's knife because see how short she is. It's basically an axe to her. And she's like, alrighty, everyone suit up, let's do this. As you guys
Alright,
are climbing...
I'm gonna scout ahead to see if that group of people is still there.
Okie dokie. Roll stealth.
Oh, fuck me. Why? Why do I keep getting shit rolls when I have a +6?
And also give me a perception check.
Okay.
Hey, you have advantage on
Oh,
these.
oh,
Not that it matters.
come on! Why?
Jeez, at this rate, even with the disadvantage and stealth, I might be able to outroll you.
I know! I keep rolling horribly. Why did I roll only good in the cost save, dude? My one good roll so far.
Get all your bad rolls out now. Oh boy. You try to stealth, you kind of trip on the stairs a couple of times, so you're like, oh well, I'm not hidden anymore. and you can barely see anything. You see Jack.
Okay.
You still believe the group is up there. Gil will help you out as he freaking stealthy runs up there with you. There's a good roll. And perception check. There's a good roll. Gil.
Brandon's fudging the dice.
I will stealth my
I'm
way.
I'm joking.
You want me to put a dice cam on? I'll freaking.
Yeah, put the dice cam on.
Yeah, no, never.
Hey, Brandon, I stealthed my way up there.
Yeah, you and Gil got the same roll.
Take the 15. No, I have disadvantage with my heavy armor.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah.
It's still a 15.
With Gil's perception check and Tobias, you can roll a perception check as well. Why not?
Yep.
There you go.
Hey.
18 and a 15, or 15, 18. You notice that you and Gil notice there's no active fire anymore. It's kind of a ruined campsite at this point, and no one is there.
Seems like people were here and now aren't.
Gil races up to the top of the hill and he yells down to everyone, "Clear!"
I follow him.
As he suspects no one up the freaking mountaintop. And once you get up to the top of the mountain, there's just next to the fire camp, there's just this pool of water, and it's surrounded by some pretty nice gardens.
Nice.
Man, I miss Bird Friend from the last campaign. Can we make him an NPC? Bird Friend was great.
You see a duck fly from out of the sky. Bird friend.
I need a soundboard now so I can just spam duck calls. That'd be great. So, you guys reach the top. It's beautiful gardens. There's one door leading inside Mount Shining. Words. And yeah, there's this garden, this pool, and a ruined campsite, or a left campsite. Leftovers from a fire. You know. Anything specific anyone wants to do? Or are we moving into the,
I don't know. I don't know why I'd be at Mount Shining. I know that I'm just here because someone read a book. Reading. Whack.
Look, reading. Listen. So we're at the top. Yeah?
Yes. There's just one door leading into...
I begin reciting poetry in Sylvan.
Oh, what?
As no one understands you.
Correct.
Why are you speaking in tongues?
Because I can, I answer, in Orcish.
I don't even speak Orcish, I'm more confused. I'm gonna leave you to your...
Oh my goodness.
To my poetry slam against the government.
Okay. You know what? Whatever makes your little anarchist heart happy.
Alrighty. Gil's like, well, we got nothing to do up here. He draws his sword and says, inside?
Yes.
Alrighty.
I follow.
Who is taking lead? I will allow 2 people up in the front. Gil says...
Me and Gil.
Gil kind of looks at the rest of the group. Yeah, I'm kind of... As he looks down at his breastplate and looks at you with your chainmail, we're the tankiest.
Yep. If we need lights, I'll summon my dancing lights.
Alrighty, so as Gil opens the door, and his sword starts glowing, once again, the blue hue, from the item tears.
What is this, the
Hobbit? There are orcs nearby. I look at myself. Wait, this all makes sense.
Oh my god, I can sense orcs, but only in the dark.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice. It leads to this open entranceway, and immediately the first thing you notice, it's one incredibly cool, two...
You cut out.
Sorry, you guys notice, one is incredibly cool, as in temperature-wise. 2, you hear the constant stream of running water. And 3, tons of wet clothes on the floor.
You keep cutting out. Tons of what?
Clothes on the floor. And Jan and Gil when you guys were sneaking up, being all stealthy earlier, there were sounds of people up there. So it's like, oh, that's so nice.
I look at all the personless clothes on the floor. Damien, it looks like you're kind of party.
Oh God.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, that's my work. Keep it out of it.
I don't take work home
Oh
with me.
yeah, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot. Don't mix business and pleasure. Sorry.
Oh,
Exactly.
goodness. I keep my work separate from my home life.
Exactly.
I'm a very proud single adult living alone.
Used to me crying and eating ramen.
I gotta pay off my dude. She learned how to read. She went to the Demon School University. She gotta pay off those loans.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Alrighty. As you guys walk down this pretty tight hallway, you're approaching the end of it, and beams of light horizontally are blocking your way at the moment. And Gil's pretty hesitant. He's like, "Stop, hold on." As he places get some help. He places his sword through one of the beams of light, and the floor shifts.
Whoa.
And then falls. As that one part of the floor, it's roughly just 5 feet, just falls down to the ground. He's like, "Oh, that's nice."
Fun.
Not a fan, but you know, we're here.
And you see the next beam of light turn horizontally.
Oh.
On the next side. So there is some space to jump, but you'd have to jump 5 feet and not touch the beam of light. So it goes
Wait, could I like slide underneath it, or is it's just like covering everything? Would I?
Wait, what do you mean? Repeat.
Is it like angled to where there's a dark spot underneath, or is it like angled to where it's just like?
So where you guys are at, it's just when Gil pulled his sword through, the floor shifted and then fell. So there's a 5-foot gap. And then
it hasn't come back yet. Okay.
The next beam of light from the next 5 feet turns horizontally.
Can I grab a rock and drop it down
vertically. Sorry. Go ahead. There's not really any rocks. There's a bunch of tiles. If you can strength check to figure.
If you
pick up a tile off this
No, I just want something small that I can drop down to see how far it goes until it hits bottom.
Drop a gold coin.
You.
Feels like I don't really. How about one of your bolts, maybe?
Yeah, I grab a bolt and just toss it.
Roll me a perception check as you try to listen to the drop.
20.
Nice. It keeps dropping and dropping, and then you hear a faint tink.
Bing.
So, good news is I don't think we want to fall down there. Bad news is we might need to fall down there.
Oh, Lordy.
Feels like we can all make the jump, right?
Well, the one that can fly.
Oh yeah, great! Can Grace just pick me up and fly over?
That is fully possible. It is only 5 feet.
Okay.
So,
do you have to make a check for that, or is it just like I'm too light and?
Nah, you're a freaking 10-year-old girl, and you can freaking pick up Damien. You can pick Jan up, and with your freaking small wings, you can fly over.
Alright, I pick you up.
You look back at them. I'm a problem solver.
This is why I like small characters.
You know, I just realized I really could have just dropped one of my hand axes down there and then retrieved it.
Gil takes off his sword, takes off his bow with his sword on it. He checks it across. He makes it, and he's like, "Alrighty, time to give it a quick jump." He's gonna roll an acrobatics.
Please don't die, Gil.
We need you.
Oh dear God, passes barely.
Yeah.
Take out Silver.
Okay.
He lands on the edge of it and just crawls his way up. Oh god, I hate this. Derek is gonna be like, wahoo. And he freaking Jumpman Mario's over there with a nat 20 again. Derek.
Oh my god. Alright, now it's just up to Tobias.
Derek literally just does a double jump in the middle of the air somehow. No problem.
He does a flip.
Don't die from this. This would be such an embarrassing way to die.
I realize this.
You've gotten 16, 18, 18, so I mean...
Can we get like prepared to help him if he like just like catches himself on the edge?
Gil and Derek will do their best to catch it. They're the strongest out of all the rest of you guys.
Okay.
So they're waiting on the edge.
Be ready to pull him up in case he just barely reaches the edge or some shit.
Yeah.
You want me to... What kind of roll is this? Is this athletics?
Athletics or No, this is acrobatics. Acrobatics.
Oh boy. Do you have a negative in that?
No.
Okay.
I actually have a pretty good positive.
Would throwing his armor over there make it like any better for him?
Alrighty, let me roll something real quick, please.
Okay. Alright.
Alrighty. You jump and you are slipping on the edge of it. Gil grabs your arm and helps you up. Derek is like, oh no! Derek kind of panics. He's like, oh no, my goodness, he's falling! And he just kind of does the stupid thing of watching people fall to their deaths. But Gil is helping you up. Because Derek is just
I just...
Damn it, Derek.
Once I make it up, I just flip him off. Just one big orcish middle finger.
He's just holding He's just holding his head, and he's just like, oh my gosh, you're falling! What did I do? He rolled a nat 1.
Help!
They're eating him! I know, they're gonna eat me! Oh my god!
You rolled a nat 1 after nat 20. She didn't even help. But with your 12 and Gil's help, you guys were able to pass it.
Oh, okay.
Damien?
You definitely needed Gil. The DC save was 13.
Jeez. Damien, I might need some inspiration.
Okay.
As you guys turn around, there are 2 more horizontal bars. He's like, I already...
God damn it!
So he's like, you can either freaking army roll underneath them, or he's like, he wants to do more jumping. He wants to do more platforming.
I mean, me and Damien could just do fine.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Me and Damien are set. It's just everyone else. Yes.
Yeah.
Feels like,
Yo,
I bet you guys. How do you want to do this?
Damien, before you fly off with the tiny child, I hand you the alchemy jug. Tell you, in the event of my death, you can have this. If you take it from me and I live, I will hunt you down until the ends of the earth.
Alrighty, so Jan and...
I'm gonna give you some inspiration, by the way.
Alright.
Thanks. I need that.
Alrighty then.
Kiddo.
So Damien and Jan, I'm assuming you're gonna try your best to hover away.
Yeah. Should we just like fly over like every 5 feet, like, and stop in like the place, the safe area?
You guys can make it all the way.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do it that way then.
And we'll pause for you guys real quick. He's like,
should I play the duck music from Undertale, or the like duck flying you over?
Yeah, why not?
All right, hold on.
So, Gil looks at Derek and Tobias. He's like, "Do you want to do more platforming?" And he gives you that weird Mario look. Or do you want to see if you can maneuver our way through this?
Like, are they horizontal or are they vertical beams?
They are horizontal beams.
Alright, so they're stretching from
There we go.
left to right. How far off the floor are they?
If you freaking dungeon crawl, army crawl, you'd be able to make it, but you still have to make a check to make sure you stay low on the ground. Because some beams are angled weirdly.
Damien's just currently carrying me over the gap.
Oh my goodness. Some of them are angled, but for the most part, if you army crawl and,
Whichever ones are going to be athletics. If any of them are athletics checks, I'll take the athletics checks.
Athletics checks. Gil's like, alrighty, we'll crawl it in. That would be an athletics check. Why not? As you freaking solid snakes like left
I'm good.
and right.
I'm good.
Alrighty.
I am A-okay. I am quite alright.
No. Oh no. Both Gil and Derek. How do I want to frame this? They sneeze and their head lifts up, hitting one of the beams, and the floor underneath them drops. I'm going to roll strength checks on both of them to see if they can grab the edge.
Can I make an athletics check to help them?
Gil makes it. And Tobias Derek makes it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I thought we were gonna lose Slave
them.
Boy.
17 and
begin
18 as they are on the edge, and once again, they're gonna have to make an athletics check to continue crawling. Oh, okay. Derek makes it through pretty easily, and then once again, Gil, as he's climbing, he's like really uncomfortable with his crawling with his breastplate on, and he kind of lifts up to comfort himself. Once again, hits a beam, and once again, he's gonna have to make another freaking strength check to grab the edge and hang on to the edge. And poor Gil. Gil is slowly sliding down, and he kind of like places.
I begin to help him.
Gil places.
There's no help.
Gil places. It's only a 5-foot hole, so Gil kind of like presses himself against the wall to slow down. But it's something he says. He yells out, "Something's like forcing me to slide down." You can roll a strength check to help out.
Just a flat strength. Oof, nope.
Oh,
I just push him.
I have to roll. I have to roll severity now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
At this rate, both of us are just going down.
Oh no! That's the worst type of severity.
No.
Jen, Damien, and Derek, you all notice as Tobias grabs Gil's hand and starts lifting him up, and then all of a sudden you see both of them slide down into the abyss.
No.
No.
Scott, I'm gonna have to roll some damage as you and Gil are falling and falling. And that's wholesome. That is incredibly wholesome. That is extremely wholesome as you both take 24 points of damage.
Jeez.
And you guys and everyone hears this resounding thud.
I'm gonna fly down there.
Before you can slide, as soon as you hear the thud, the floor shifts and the floor returns to normal.
Oh god.
Can I see anything? I have dark vision.
You can see Gil's right next to you in agony. He's like, luckily I landed on a corpse. And he looks down. Oh god, I landed on a corpse.
I look down. Oh, I landed on a corpse.
Gil, let me pull out his spells real quick.
Do you have a healing potion, Scott?
I do. But I'm going to. Gil probably should have one, and I'm just gonna use a second wind.
Gotcha.
So.
4 HP has been restored. Gil's going to use Cure Wounds on both of you.
Oh, sweet.
Heal the back.
If it's more than 14 points, I'm rescinding
So,
that.
Are they in total darkness?
They are not in total darkness because Scott can't see with his dark vision. But
I have dark vision, and if need be, I can summon a dancing light, so that way Gil can also see.
Okay.
Alrighty, so you have restored, thanks to Gil's magic touch, 8 HP, and he heals back 7. As he,
Alright.
he leans up, and you guys can like squat underneath it. You're gonna have to like army crawl because you're much larger than Gil.
Again,
Gil can,
yeah.
He's like, alrighty, well, this is this is nice.
Gil, can you see anything?
No. Don't-
I use my cantrip Dancing Lights. And,
Alrighty. So you kind of surround it with lights, and you guys notice there are a bunch of.
I actually I combine them into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium size.
Nice.
Why?
Because you can, apparently. Nice.
Alright,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh,
Sure.
It's dim light in a 10-foot radius, but it's still light.
You guys notice the sound of rushing water to the very rear. And if you guys remember where you came from, that's heading towards the direction of the wall.
Of what? You cut out.
Sorry. If the only thing you can see is basically a bunch of corpses, and you hear the sound of rushing water to the south of you, or behind
Yay.
you. And if you know where you guys fell from, that's heading you to the direction of the door. And anything else as you move the dancing light around, there's nothing else around.
The dancing lights, they just move around and we see corpses.
Corpses. And a lot of stuff lost. So.
Oh, can they loot anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll some investigation. Oh!
Oh,
yeah.
easy!
We
I
hit
don't
those.
I don't even need to
Pogs in
freaking-
chat.
Pogs
Pogs
in
in
chat.
chat, boys. Pogs in chat.
Alright, I gotta pull out my freaking magical item list. Oh my goodness. I gotta pull out my magic. Wahoo, give me a moment, lads. I was not expecting this.
Wasn't expecting me to get a nat 20.
Ooh, I hope you find a dagger.
Yeah, +1 dagger.
Yeah, that'd be handy.
Yeah. I'll give you one of my hand axes, and I will keep it.
Alrighty. So we got magic here. We got something magical here.
Ooh, magical.
It's not the ale jug.
Alas, it isn't. But I know that it's safe, so that's okay.
Alrighty then.
You
Gil,
chose you made the right decision to give it
I
to
made
Tim.
the right choice.
nat 20 on the investigation. See, get all your bad rolls out early, and you get something good. As you dig around these corpses, you find a scroll. A scroll of dragon's breath.
Ooh.
It takes one action to use a scroll in my world, because you're not a wizard. And also just be an action anyway. As you read through it, roll a quick Arcana check with advantage. Well, no, just normal Arcana check. That is barely enough.
That is barely, and thanks.
Goodness gracious.
Gracious God.
DC is 10, you're reading a freaking dragon breath spell, so I mean, I hope you're
Hey,
enough.
you know, I can't read, but somehow I know this.
Yeah, it's just symbols.
It's symbols, and somehow I understand it, but
Yes,
I can't read.
It's literally just arcane symbols. You can understand that. That's not hard.
Now, I look at it. I don't know what it says, but whatever it says Dragon's Fire.
Dragon's breath. This
Turn to Gil.
one. Oh, you turned to Gil. I mean, yeah.
I turned to Gil.
You know what? That makes more sense.
Hey, we've got Dragon's Breath.
Gil looks at it. He's like, "Alrighty, I can figure this out." This one's specifically for lightning damage.
Ooh, cool.
And basically, Dragon's Breath. Dexterity saving throw, or take 3d6 of lightning damage, or half as much on a successful save.
Half as much on a successful save.
Gil wraps it up and hands it to you, and there you go.
Thank you.
You found it. So
I don't know where to put that. Just throw that in my attacks and spellcasting, please.
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
Thanks.
So he goes like, water. There's one waterfall. Everything else is just a locked door.
We didn't find any, loose gold.
No. And if you find any coins, they're rusted and useless.
Well, at least I have this parchment.
So he's like, you can head towards the waterfall and see what we can see.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ready to fall down a waterfall?
Alrighty then, and you guys are about to do that. We'll pause and head to another group who's, I'm assuming, screaming mentally as they just see their freaking tank and freaking guide fall down a freaking cliff.
Oh God! Is there any way you can get in there?
Derek is like, we can try to freaking
open the thing again.
Swipe the thing again, but I don't know if they're alive.
Oh God! What the f*** are we gonna do? They like know things. I don't know anything. I'm just going along with this, man. Crap. I guess we should just head and hope for the best.
Yeah, Derek takes out his crossbow and loads it.
Oh God.
He turns around and there's just this switch. There's just this wooden platform and then a switch on the wall. He's like,
do it. Do it.
Okie dokie. As you guys hop on the platform, Derek pulls the switch and you hear the sounds of rushing water and turning gears as the platform slowly lowers, like an elevator.
Okay.
Sadly, no music, so, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can put on some. I was just trying to decide what to do in this fucking situation.
I pull out my kazoo.
Play me taps, I say.
Taps?
You know.
The biggest F in chat.
Biggest F in chat.
Oh, man.
F in chat.
F.
F in chat. Alrighty, so you guys lower it, then eventually it stops as it reaches the bottom floor. And it's just another cool hallway with vines growing around.
Okay.
And Damien's like, I'll lead the way as he puts his crossbow away and draws the glaive. And he's like, I can use this. And then he's like, no. He draws his short sword instead and starts walking. We'll put a pause on that. Gil and Tobias roll athletics check or acrobatics if you're choosing.
Hey, athletics because higher modifier.
Heck yeah. Oh.
Nope, I fail.
Gil jumps off and then Gil's like, I'll go first, and he jumps off and slides down the wall Assassin's Creed style. And you, however, already ball, and you hit, as you're going down, you hit the wall, then the side of the waterfall, the wall, side of the waterfall, side of the waterfall, side of the wall, and you will take 5 points of damage as you just keep doing this back and forth, and eventually you guys land in this pool of water. And you, as you get out of the water, wipe, try to dry your face a bit. You're in a library.
Nah.
I'm gonna play this since it's literally called Morning from Nier Automata, so sure works. Kind of works.
And Damien, Derek, and Jan, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Not
bad, but not good either.
Kind of
hold on.
Okay.
Oh, that is awful.
Derek and Jan, you hear the splash of water on the other side of this hallway.
A splash of water?
Yeah.
Okay, you kind of
sorry. You hear the sound.
It's okay.
Splash of water on the complete other side of the
Do
room.
I see anything?
No, you hear something thud and you immediately grab onto Derek as that sounds like is the worst possible sound for you.
Tobias.
What's that next? Derek freaking smiles.
Aww. Okay.
And he looks at you, Senpai, be strong, as he grabs his short sword and continues walking walks into a library. And immediately as you guys walk out the library, all these vines slowly start bending towards you guys. I'm going to need you guys to roll a Constitution save. As you were immediately sprayed with a bunch of acid.
Oh, easy!
Nice.
Oh, con? Okay,
con save. And I'll have to make it for Derek as well.
Taunting. There you go.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Well, there's always one. Derek gets
Ah,
sprayed.
fuck.
You immediately see his eyes turn bloodshot. Gil and Tobias, you also notice these vines around you slowly start bending towards you. I need you guys to make a
I tuck my head
Constitution.
under the water again.
As once again, I need you to make a con save.
Ooh. Do I just barely make it?
No, you don't make it at all.
Oh.
12.
You still don't make it.
Of course.
No.
It's 13. How could you guys fail at 13? I don't understand.
Because I perpetually roll lowly.
As once again, you try to dunk under the water, as you notice these vines turning against you,
And then I just start drowning.
catches you in the face. And Gil as well fails. And immediately, the rest of the group, you see Derek hold a sword aggressively, and he starts swinging in the air where objects aren't. He's like, I
Oh.
Oh.
got you. Yeah. And I'm gonna roll something.
Oh boy.
He
Uh-oh.
stabs something, and if you notice closely, you see his blade stop, like it actually stabs something.
Oh.
Hmm.
Like he is stopping, and like his sword swinging back and everything. Like he's like dueling someone, and his sword is actually swinging back. Like there's an.
I'm
actual
gonna back
person.
away from the crazy madman who is swinging his
Is he
sword
crazy?
violently everywhere.
Is he really?
Me too.
Gil
Love you,
and
Rico.
Tobias, as you guys are, again, you see each other's bloodshot eyes turn around. There are two stone statues next to you guys. And they somehow, you're like, oh, those are just stone statues. But as you stare at them longer, they become animated.
Fighting
And
words.
one of them carries a battle axe, and the other is carrying a longsword. Gil's like, I don't have anything. You're like, all right, I got this. As in, once again, he goes into this you and Tobias, Gil and Tobias, sorry, go into this frenzy.
Hey, I already hit one of them things.
I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative, even those that are not affected.
Oh.
Oh God.
That will not count
Oh,
by
wait,
the way,
okay.
Scott, so you wasted a roll.
Surprise round.
There is no surprise round. You guys didn't sneak.
Oh wait, we weren't affected, so we don't have to roll, right?
No, you guys do need to roll, as you guys
Okay,
did
okay,
your
okay.
stuff.
Oh, okay.
So initiative. So Jan.
10.
6. Damien 9. Tobias 10. We need to roll for Derek. Derek, good job. You got a 19. Good job. He's crazy right now.
It's so
Oh, well.
crazy that he rolls well.
It'd be like that.
Gil rolled a, what's that, a 10 or 16? 16. Good job, Gil. So 16 plus that. Cool. Alrighty, time to roll for crap. That's that. I'm so sorry. Got a lot of crap. Oh, poor guy. He was in that one. All right, and then. Alrighty, and. Alrighty, and lastly, I'll let you guys know this is an entire army.
Oh.
I'm joking. I would never throw
Okay.
an entire army.
I will fight all of them.
I would never throw an entire army at you guys.
Uh-oh.
And that also means I have to do this.
Oh boy.
No.
Why?
Okay. You actually made a battle map?
Made.
No. I was
Try.
drawing something in the corner. It was so detailed.
Alrighty. So
Why is that Matt Mercer in the corner?
Is that really Matt Mercer in the corner?
I tried. Tokens are annoying. Alrighty, so Tobias Gill. Alrighty, so to add more hilarious to hilarities, give me one moment.
Alright.
As you guys, you're probably gonna get a good giggle out of this.
I should get rid of the fucking icons.
Alrighty, yeah, just stop that. Yeah, that's gay.
Oh.
Thank you. Just like double tap them. I'm pretty sure.
Why are you gay?
So
You are
everyone,
gay.
Grace, I could not find a decent bard one, so that giant brown and gold token is yours.
Yeah.
The green hooded figure is you, Jan, and the guy holding a crossbow is Derek. At the bottom left, the guy that looks like Matt Mercer but is not, that's Gil, and the green cape
See.
fellow down left corner is freaking
Me.
yes, it's you.
Makes sense.
And so let me make this quite hilarious real quick because I, of course, like not paying for things. So I'm gonna have to scale
Matthew
something.
Mercer appears in the corner.
Let's make this quite hilarious. As
Oh, that's nice. There we go. Now I got more space. What? Are these gnomes?
I said I was gonna make this hilarious.
I'm not a goblin. I'm a gnome.
I'm a gnome.
And you've been gnome. Someone watched that video for like 10 hours. I'm not.
Can you please,
they recorded it.
DJ? Can you please play the Gnoblin remix?
Please don't. Josh, I said no.
Josh, I will always appreciate.
You've been gnomed. Sad gnome remix.
Please,
Please don't.
Josh, I will forever appreciate your metallic keyboard. That way, I always know when you're up to no good.
Alrighty. So.
Oh my god.
Can I
Just
click? That was roll 20.
Someone did a remix of Brain Power, but did fucking gnome sounds instead.
Jeez.
Here, since I'm not allowed to play it, I'll just put it in Discord for all of you to see.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
I just kind of wish I can do that weird. So do you guys see when I click on a gnome or whatever?
Hmm?
Do you guys see when I click on a gnome? Do I just appear or no?
No.
Oh boy, I don't know how I'm gonna do this now.
Sorry, Brandon. I don't have time for you. I'm listening to Gnome Power.
Alrighty, so this gnome who has 20 feet over him.
Okay.
There you go. I'm gonna have to do it like that until I figure out how to do things. But for the moment, Jan and Damien, you do not see any of these things at all.
Okay.
Alright.
But Derek sees a couple of dudes, and Gil and Tobias, you see two stone lads currently being a Pokemon trainer, pointing at you to duel him. And the one closest to you, Tobias, is going to move over. Whoops. Wow. Oh my gosh, these pixels are so good. Thanks, Roll20. And he's going to give you a quick slicey with his longsword. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
And right then, he will come down with two hands and strike you. 20 points of the out. I'm joking.
Yeah, 20?
Yeah, no, it's not 20. That's a 2. I have
Oh.
a D10 that goes by 10s instead of single digits. So a 20 is a 2. Take 2 plus points of damage.
You know that you combine that that strange D10 with another D10 to make a D100, otherwise known as a percentile dice.
No, I already have a percentile dice. It's nice. Don't worry about it. Alrighty.
It's a D100.
Bill's turn, as he realizes he doesn't have any extra weapons, but he does have some magic. He does have some magic, and he's going to simply punch this stone statue. And he's going to cast Inflict Wounds on it, because he doesn't need his freaking sword to do that. He can just simply attack him.
He's just a zappy boy.
That is a goodness gracious. So hard to see in the dark. 16 plus whatever stats. That will work. That is 3d10 necrotic damage. Jeez. Alrighty, Gil strikes him for 15 points of necrotic damage. Into the stone.
Dang, that's a lot for an unarmed like strike.
Yeah, it's an inflict wound spell, dude. So, holy, my chair. Okey-dokey. Derek's turn, real quick. You notice Derek. Did I just screw up? I just did. Yo was supposed to go after Derek, but you know what? They're NPCs. Once again, Jane and Damien, you see Derek once again strike these invisible objects. And he's gonna go and 19. He hits. As you notice, he strikes something, and the blade. You kind of get like an idea of a figure hitting, like him dueling with a figure, and you immediately see him stab, and it fully stops, and he's like, "Gotcha," and pulls it out. Or let me roll damage.
And there's blood on it.
No, there's no blood. Minimum damage.
There's no blood?
No blood. Minimum damage. That's pretty good.
He actually just accidentally whacked the guy. He didn't even stab him.
Well, they don't see that, so I mean.
True.
Minimum damage. If. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now it is the illusion's turn to strike back, as the one in front of him strikes Derek. That will hit for max damage, as you see Derek get slashed across. Well, you don't see, but you see the action of a sword slashing Derek across the face as blood starts dripping.
This better be some greater invisibility, or else attacking would break it.
Alrighty then. We are down to Tobias. It is your turn.
Alright. Is that a stone statue behind me that I see?
I mean, not directly behind you, but yeah. Just for character.
Is that a stone statue near me that I see?
Yes.
Is he attacking me? Well, then I'd better slap him.
Oh god.
That will hit. Roll damage. 11. Nice. Once again, the stone statue, who appears to you and Gil, is wearing full plate mail armor. You strike with your greatsword and clean off a piece of his armor for 11 points of damage. Not pretty good.
Oh yeah, you know what? Hold on, I should probably do
Damien, it is your turn. You hear the sound of combat to the very south of the room, and you just see Derek wailing on some spirit dude.
Oh god.
Well, you don't see wailing on a spirit dude. You just see Damien attacking things.
I'm gonna vicious mock pretty.
You can't see anything, so you can't vicious mock.
I can't vicious mock.
Yeah.
I mean, Brandon.
You don't see.
Anything.
it's an illusion.
Damien and Jane, you do not see anything. You just see your Derek fighting something that's not there.
I mean,
how does Derek look? He isn't hurt, is he?
He just
he got hit.
He got hit. He just had a quick slash across his face.
I mean,
So we see him get sliced.
Yes, you do see his actual blood, but you don't see what did the damage.
right.
Alright,
If you
so I'm
can't
gonna-
see what did the damage, that would imply that they have invisibility. and that breaks if you attack something.
Well, you think you're a genius, don't you, bud? This is not a visibility at all.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that would make sense.
If you want to figure out what this is, Grace, you can roll an Arcana check. If
Okay.
you do that, you can either roll an Arcana check or a Perception check.
I'm gonna
choose.
try another Arcuna.
Arcana.
Articuno check.
Alright.
From what you can tell, that's pretty good. From what you can tell, when they got sprayed and they failed metagaming here, they failed their con saves. It seems like something to do with when they failed their con saves.
Okay. Alright.
That's you can only move at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna just chill. Like, I don't know what to do.
Alright, Jan, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna tug on I'm gonna tug on Damien's like clothes.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna say, destroy plants.
Destroy plants?
Yeah, there are vines.
Yeah, I'm just
all
gonna point
over.
over to the plants, the vines
they're
and everything.
everywhere. They're on the walls. The little black things here. I don't know. Ooh, moving map. That's bad. Oopsie.
Okay.
All these. If you, I don't know if you guys can see it. You guys can see it, but like you notice how there's a desk and then there's these like little black things in between.
Yeah.
So I say those are the vines.
Plants are there and there are vines on the walls.
Okay.
So what are you going to do this turn? Josh? Or Jan? If you want to do anything else?
That's really all I can do. So
Alrighty then.
I literally have like no magic or anything. All I have is daggers and like.
Alrighty.
That's literally like. Okay.
Stone Giant, that is fighting Gil, is going to strike at him. Gosh, you keep rolling 16s today. That's good. For some cases. As Gil gets whacked with a greatsword. Or great axe, I'm sorry. For 10 points of damage as he gets whacked across the face. Gil is not doing so hot.
Oh boy, that's not good.
Mm-mm.
Not good indeed. We're back up the turn order, and that has dropped out that turn order. Tobias, the stone giant right in front of you, is going to take a quick whamming at you.
Yep.
Oh, I have to roll severity now.
Oof.
Severity can be good or bad. Mainly bad.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not too bad. He swings and his sword crashes into the book. His sword crashes into the bookshelf and is kind of stuck there at the moment. So that's not bad. Derek's turn. As he will strike crit for Derek. Crit lad is over here doing his job.
Hey.
That's a decent chunk of damage. Again, he slashes something that isn't there, but Jan and Damien, you notice that it actually looks like it's hitting something once again.
Okay.
And Damien lets out this laugh like, haha, got you.
Oh jeez. Alright.
Illusion lad. He's gonna strike back at Derek. He will miss as you notice Derek duck under, and he talked back to this thing that he's fighting. Gotta try better to hit me. He's getting really cocky during this fight. Alrighty, so that was that. And once again, I'm picking stuff up on the turn over here. But it's Gil's turn. He's going to, once again, see if he can cast some magic.
Brennan, I wasn't joking about that Persona 5 thing. I actually want to make you Persona 5. I want to plan that out with you.
No
because
problem.
that would be fucking cool. I want to do that as my first campaign, if I ever do one.
Gotcha, my dude. Gil is simply gonna try to grapple this thing. He's freaking aggressive. Oh, Gil, my dude. Yeah, he tries to like grapple and try to tackle this thing. He simply just shoves him off with his great axe, great sword. Aye, aye, aye. That will be Gil's turn. Alrighty. Derek continues fighting, and then while being a waddle by, this thing is gonna, as you see, Derek turns to the side. Not another one. As once again, he is fighting things that aren't there. Tobias, it is your turn. Again, I sucked up on the freaking turn order. Tobias, it is your turn.
Alright, this is my turn.
It's your turn.
I do what is natural for anyone to do because I can't actually heal Gil all the way I would want to. I just kind of have to do this.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Roll
Oh,
damage.
this is gonna be massive.
It's gonna be massive. Oh, geez. 23
Does that?
points.
Yeah, that takes into account. Ooh, there's a 1 in there. I can re-roll that.
I mean, he's dead, so I mean, you got another
I
one.
mean, it's still you know, it's still my ability, and that's what I want to do.
Once again, you take your greatsword, and for your image, it sounds like you just cleave through a bunch of plate mail somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
you
just
split him
think I'll
right
look
him down to his stomach, and it falls over dead.
I just run over to the guy that Gil's fighting to lend him a hand.
Okie dokie. I'll move you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. That will be your turn. Damien, this is your turn. As once again, I will give you the chance to roll a perception check or do something of your choice.
I'm gonna go up to Gil and heal him.
You don't see Gil.
Oh,
You can roll a perception check. That's what I'm asking for.
Okay. No,
I
that's
said
before-
perception.
Yeah.
There you go. 10.
Oh, she has.
Oh, she gets
she
the
has advantage.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
advantage
So
for
that's
the
a
entire day.
natural 20. So you get to see a lot more
Woo!
things than you expected.
Alright.
Not only do you see Gil fighting the stone statue with Tobias alongside him, you see I don't know how to freaking mark this. I guess like
Just place like a new token or whatever.
you see there a glowing object. You see like the end of a glowing object. There's light all around this object. Only you
I
see
see
this.
where?
Where I have this marked box right here. Do you see it? No?
No.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Do you not see this? I see the square.
Do you
I see the square.
Alright,
I
there's
see
a
it now.
glowing
I see
object. There's
Okay.
a glowing object there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Only
I mean, I don't see it, but I see it.
yeah. You're the only one that sees it. Yeah, I wish I had that click ability. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
How do
Okay.
you guys do that click ability real quick?
I just hold it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Got it. So, alright, stop it. It's gonna be freaking... So you see an object over there.
Okay. I see a
it's-
glowing object. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh wait, where's Gil?
Gil is all the way over here. You do
Okay.
see him not feeling so good.
Alright, well I'm gonna walk... Well, I'm gonna actually fly over to here.
Alright. Oh, goodness gracious, Matt. Alright, so... you can fly all the way over there. 30 feet.
Okay, that's fine.
Wahoo! Oh. Okay. Wahoo!
You getting used to it? Okay.
Yeah. I gotta freaking move back between measurement and freaking arrow.
Wait,
That's-
actually, I can use Healing Word.
Yes,
from
you can.
here.
What is the... click on healing word. What's the range on that?
Let's find out. There it is.
Let's find out.
Oh, it does not say. I can look that up real quick. Healing the word.
60 feet.
60 feet. Alrighty, that should be in the range. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. 65.
No!
Aw,
No!
sorry. You can't heal the Gil.
Well, she can heal Derek, who's taking damage, right?
Yes, he can. He he looks like once again he's surrounded and he feels. Did I get a healing word, Gil? Alright, if that is fully possible, I'm pretty sure that is within 60 freaking feet. That's 30 feet, yeah. Gil.
Healing word and give him words of inspiration.
Don't
Alright.
Keep him going.
Don't freaking metagame this.
You can do.
Nah.
Alright, so you're healing him, and are you going to give him inspiration?
Yeah, I'm gonna give some inspo.
Inspiration. Alrighty, he feels inspired. He gives you a quick nod.
Yeah.
Jan, it is your turn.
I didn't even mean it like that. I just meant like comfort or some shit. Like while he's like fighting enemies.
Jan, it is your turn.
I guess I can. Can I follow? Can I follow Damien without getting hit by vines or whatever?
Yes, you can.
Okay, then I'll follow her.
Can you move your pieces? That is a good question. I don't think you can.
Yeah, can I?
So you're gonna move.
Well,
You're gonna move
can
here, or do you want to?
Oh, I can! I can move my pieces!
Oh, good.
I think I was like right here, right?
Yeah, that's 30 feet for you.
Okay.
Wahoo. Or that's 25 feet. So you can move to this. Well, can you? Well, let me check. You're originally like right here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can move there or there, so it's up to you.
I'll just. Yeah. No.
You can't move on
In the
top.
same
okay?
spot. Yeah.
Don't move on
D&D.
top. D&D rules. Don't move on top.
There we go. Okay. Okay.
Alright, that's weird. Gotta get used to this wonky crap.
Yeah. It's
Because
kind of weird, but I like it.
I noticed it.
How do you move your character? Just for...
Just drag
you
him.
can, make sure you're on the pointer area or whatever, and you can drag your character.
Yep.
Alrighty, back to guy you were fighting, Tobias, is very much dead. So we will have to cut back to Derek, as he's once again surrounded. And he's going to freaking try to hit one dude again. That will hit. Max damage for Derek as he stabs something with both hands and lets out this giant scream. See you in the afterlife. As you guys can imply, Derek has slain one of his freaking.
One of the gnomes.
One of the
Gnome.
Alrighty, Gil's turn. As once again, he's going to just punch this thing. He doesn't. Well, you know what? He's going to heal himself. He's going to cast his last level 1 spell slot. You know what? He's going to cast it on level 2 for himself. He's going to be smart. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong dice. You dingus. Oh, Gil, why?
Oh no.
Gil.
Yeah, no.
I worry for Gil sometimes, even though he has plot armor.
He'll heal himself. He's not doing hot, but he's doing a lot better. You see Damien, Derek turn to his side as he's going to get slashed in the face. As he will not get slashed in the face. Roll the 2, as this, as you see him once again duck under something striking him. This illusion is very much dead. Come on, it is your turn. As this stone statue is once again wearing plate armor. This former stone statue wearing plate armor now is stabbing you.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Hey, sorry, y'all didn't need me, right? My mom's
Nice.
Yeah, you're good.
It wasn't even
You
your
gotta
turn
go
yet.
make mac and cheese.
Huh?
You gotta go
You
make
gotta
mac
go
and
make-
cheese. Yeah.
No, I don't.
I'm
Okay.
making fucking mac and
Mac and
cheese.
Cheese.
And nobody can stop.
Stop me. Brandon,
Tobias.
you're about to be really surprised what I'm about to do. I'm flanking, right?
No, you're not.
Against that guy that Gil is also fighting?
No, someone would have to be over here to be flanking.
Alright, well, I guess I'm still just gonna hit him anyways.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
you only roll high in battles.
Roll
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
damage as that hits. For 15 points of damage. And that is exactly enough. Once again, you put your slash your great sword. Jane and Damien, you just see Tobias with this great sword slash into this stone statue that's been standing still and it breaks in half.
Just exclaim, Sir Tobias!
Oh no.
Alrighty. Illusion lad already went, because I'm a freaking idiot. Damien, it is your turn. Hello?
I
Wait.
think she's gone.
Damien,
Wait,
it is your
huh?
She's
turn.
making mac and cheese!
I'm making mac and cheese.
And nobody's gonna stop
Alright.
me.
I'm gonna walk towards the square, cause yeah.
Alright, wahoo.
And then
I'm
I'm also
going to-
gonna healing word.
Before you do that,
Yeah.
I need you to make a constitution saving throw, as this plant doesn't feel so nice about you and spits acid in your face.
Oh no! Are you sure?
Yes.
Can I persuade you not to do that?
No. That 4 will fail you.
Oof.
As you are turned and sprayed with acid, and all of a sudden the world seems a lot more dangerous and hostile than it was before. As you
Oh,
see
no.
the gnome statue, not gnome statue, god damn it. You see this plate mail figure fighting Gil and Tobias, and then you peek around the corner, you see this dude fighting Derek.
Oh.
But you do still see
Okay.
the glowing object.
Alright. Can I still go for it?
Yes, you can.
Oh wait, how many do I take damage from the acid?
No, you do not.
Okay.
You-
Okay. Then.
Open the box, and you reveal outside this weird cup, and it's empty. Jan,
Okay.
you notice, however, that is just a vial, and it is actually full of something.
Oh, okay.
And Grace, Damien, you feel kind of aggressive, like your old attitude has just changed. As you
Alright.
become this aggressive demon lady holding an empty cup.
Rage.
Rage.
Red.
I care about women's rights. Don't slut shame me because I'm a succubus. Alright.
Freaking, I'm gonna make a Tumblr post and it's gonna be.
I'm gonna make a Tumblr post and dye my armpit hair. Gosh darn it.
Jan, it is your turn.
Okay,
You've noticed this plot.
what's like the little like mini square in the center? Is that anything there?
Nah, that's nothing. I think someone was goofing
Okay.
off when they weren't supposed to.
Okay. Can I like go over to Damien, like cover my eyes or something, like so I don't get hit by the plant?
You can try. You're still gonna get snapped in the face.
Yeah.
So you can move.
Yeah, I want to like take the vial out of Grace's hands.
Alrighty, so you'll have to move
Oh.
there, correct?
Yeah.
Alrighty, you have the pleasure of moving yourself now, so go ahead.
Yeah.
Alrighty, make a con save for me, bud.
Oh boy.
As the plant, there you go, you pass. 13 was the.
Yay.
you can do-
Okay.
As it sprays you in the face,
And
you just
then-
simply lift up your cloak and it blocks it.
Okay. I'll make a sleight of hand to take the vial from Grace.
Go ahead.
Oh.
As what
That
would-
very well might work.
yeah, I don't know what you would roll to counteract that.
It's either gonna be perception, I think, or
Let me see. Oh no, the DM didn't come this far.
He
Yeah.
didn't plan on me stealing things, even though it's in my character description.
didn't plan on her stealing from the PCs.
Yeah, yeah, true.
I guess you can also roll a sleight of hand to like counteract that. I guess, Damien. Damien.
Oh, she's deafened.
She's deafened. Oh, well, this is why the DM's here, and he has access to all your character sheets.
Well, yeah, just
Bada bing,
I mean,
bada boom.
I would be of the
oh,
persuasion
easy.
that one would make a perception check, to see if someone's
So-
stealing from you. But
No,
DM does
Grace,
this, DM
she's right
knows.
next to her. She can see her. She didn't stealth over there. So I had to roll for one of my players. How embarrassing. You quickly snatch it out of her hand, and that will take up the entirety of your action there. Back up the list.
Okay, so I stole the thing from Grace. I'll need 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Should we take a quick break?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, while we're doing that, I need to figure out how to move my character because I have it on move and select, but it just won't.
Just won't.
Yeah.
You just alrighty, that's fine. Alrighty. Cool. More editing for me to do. And a palsy.
Sar.
Oh, some freaking dice actually showed up. That's nice. Alrighty, so whose turn is it?
So you think that that elven woman is still alive? Oh wait, no, there's monsters I have to kill.
Alrighty. Dead. Derek is not dead. But he will strike.
Derek will never die.
You say that.
He will only die if you kill him, Brandon, and you know what happens when you kill him.
Well, I have to roll severity.
The severity of
Okay.
PTSD that we get.
It's not bad. He rolled a nat 1. Once again, let's actually have to roll something. Let me do something. That's pretty meaty. That is not
That's
very meaty.
whack.
So he goes to stab this dude, and the dude immediately grapples him. So
Oof.
Derek's turn to spend the grapple. Back down to Gil. Who will try once again. Let's see if I can make this better. Fitting. Gil was going to use a level 2 spell slot, as he is out of level 1s, to freaking bash in. Well, no, he only has 1 level 2, because he's healing word, cure wounds and whatnot earlier. So he's going to use his last spell to inflict wounds on this stone statue.
Oh.
That will hit, and that is 3d10 for inflict wounds. Alright, that is... Math said that's good. Oh no, wait a minute, he doesn't need to do that. As this guy got killed last time. Might be.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
There's no stone statue.
All of them are gone.
So Gil is going to use his last spell slot to do Cure Wounds, level 2 on himself. As he is not looking hot. What am I doing? Wrong dice.
Oh, whoops. Bring that back up.
Alright, Gil kills himself. He's looking a lot. And first goes Gil. Tobias, this is your turn. As you smash this entire stone statue, and you heal.
I hear the microwave in the background cooking the mac and cheese.
You don't hear anything. I totally didn't accidentally unmute myself.
So Brandon, I doubt that I will have the movement, but can I move within range of the guy who's fighting Derek?
Let us
Well,
see.
At least within line of sight, no. Not within...
No, you cannot. But you can.
As long as I can get in a place where I can see him.
You can use your dash action, but that would take up your entire turn.
Yeah, and I can't do anything.
Yeah.
But there's the enemy. I have to. We gotta fight.
You gotta throw
right.
down.
It's a party. Yeah.
What's the point of a murder hobo if you don't fight?
Yeah.
So you can move to any of these 3 spots, and you'd be in line of sight.
As close to him as I can get.
That'd be that.
Yep.
Or wait, that's still 60 feet.
Man.
60, actually, yeah, that's 60 feet.
Just hops over the bookshelves casually.
Yeah, you gonna do that? I mean,
Sure.
I'll allow it. Wahoo! Oh, whoopsie. So that's all the way up there.
Yeet.
Oh, I gotta move your character because you don't know how to, you freaking wimp.
Yeah, I can't.
Wahoo!
I don't know how to, so I can't.
Oopsie.
I hit the select, but there's nothing for me to select.
Good job. Alrighty then. That is your turn. You use the dash action. It is the illusion turn. As Tobias, you witness. As this dude is going to try to shove Derek into the bookshelf.
That's not kind.
Derek will have to roll. Wowzers. They match. So Derek kind of gets out of his grapple, but he can't really shove him back, and he can't push off him. So they're still kind of like caught within each other.
They're in each other's loving embrace.
Damien, it is your turn. If you're not
Alright.
macking cheese.
No mac and cheese today.
So you notice this cup that you're holding is no longer in your hands, as
Huh.
Deacon Jan has taken this cup, and you're kind of pissed off about that, just a little bit.
Brother, well, where's Gil?
He is all the way over here. He has healed himself. He is looking all right.
He's gonna get my healing wards.
Okay. Cool. Little healing words.
Roll 20, don't do this. Okay.
I love how sleight of hand checks are described. You have in your hand and it's gone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait a minute.
Hold on a second.
That's like, it's like when you can't find your pencil and it was underneath your binder the whole time.
Alrighty.
You know, that's accurate. I thought I was the only one who did that.
I did it all the time.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty. He's no longer bleeding all over the place.
Yay!
Will that be your turn, Damien?
Yes, that's pretty much what I can do.
Jan, it is your turn. You're holding this mysterious vial.
Alright, I'm gonna pop it open and I'm just gonna force feed Damien. Or at least try to.
Force feed. Goodness gracious, we don't think of everything. I would roll in acrobatics to freaking maneuver around her. To
Ah, fuck.
um,
That's awful.
Damien, contest it?
yeah, Damien, you're feeling quite aggressive, so you will have to
Alright.
contest this. I don't know
What
you
would I
don't know.
roll?
I don't know.
Dexterity save,
Dex.
strength save. I mean, you could
Dex,
do either.
okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
do either. Right?
And you fail.
Hey, I force feed her.
You freaking Dan, you freaking hop off the plant onto the bookcase. You jump on top of her and you pull her just a bit. And Damien, you feel like all this aggression is gone as you notice the plate mail. Whoopsie. The plate mail statue that you saw freaking Tobias smash into over here is just a stone statue, not plate mail anymore. And once again, you saw people fighting Derek, but not anymore. And all the aggressive, pissed off feelings you had are gone.
Is this mushroom tea? I think this is mushroom tea. Did you just drug me? I think
This
I was
is your
drugged.
brain. This is your brain on drugs.
I was just like, you okay, Lady Damien?
No.
Am I? I don't know. What's
What
going on?
What
I'm
happened?
very confused.
I'll just like kind of show her the vial.
As this,
Wait,
as
Thinks
this
it stops
10-year-old
plants.
child is basically on your shoulders as she just force-fed you this vial, like, hey,
Yeah.
try this. And it's no longer this empty cup; it is an actual vial.
huh? All right.
Grace is Damien is beside herself for a half a sec.
Okay. I'm gonna act like I know what's going on, and
Alrighty.
when I actually figure it out, I'll get back to you.
Can I hop down before the end of the turn?
Yes, you can. You're off your shoulders.
Okay.
Derek. Now, as he's going to draw his dagger and try to fight one-on-one. That misses, as once again he tries to slice this figure scat that you see now. Or
Yeah.
you've been seeing. He misses completely.
That I am staring intensely with murderous intent.
Gil, where can Gil go? Let's see here. Gil. Yeah, Gil's gonna rush over here. Whoopsie, computer. And he's like, "Are you guys alright?" That stone statue nearly killed me. As he kind of just sits there trying to process everything. Double D, double I. Tobias, it is your turn. Now that I got freaking Tornator fixed.
I'm I'm within throwing range of a hand axe at that plate mail guardian.
No, this just looks like a normal dude.
That
With
normal
some leather armor.
guy
Yeah, normal
with
lad.
leather armor.
Yeah.
I will toss a hand axe at him.
That will almost certainly hit. Roll the damage. 5 points of damage.
5.
And...
I mean, I could run up and hit him.
You could, but you're not going to, apparently.
No.
You want to be cool about it.
And then I return my hand axe to me, because that's what I do.
You get him in the side of his shoulder, he looks over and lets out this scream, and then his scream gets even louder as this hand axe rips back to your hand.
Well, it's more of a teleport, but yes.
Alright.
And then I run up to him.
And then you're going to run up to him. Gotcha. No flanking, though, because that's not how flanking works. He will, once again, strike at you. He will strike at you now, Tobias.
I don't care.
He says, we're just told to investigate this place. I don't need... You guys need to come over here and make things difficult. Right?
I just start
18.
going la la la.
18.
I can't hear you.
18?
18?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Take 7 points of damage as he slices you. Slashes you in the chest. Alrighty then. Damien, it is your turn. I know when you're pissed off, Gil is in front of you, like, are you guys okay? Because he feels like he's gone through hell and back.
Hey, Gil, what's going on?
He's like,
what?
Don't you see this? He points to the stone statue. Don't you see the dead body?
That's
Tobias.
a statue.
He kind of like rubs his eyes. I know a corpse when I see one, Damien.
No,
That's a corpse
no.
that freaking Tobias crushed.
I see a statue. I just drunk some tea though, so I don't know what y'all drugged me with. Like, this is some Cosby level stuff, but like, for real, what's going on?
Gil tilts his head. What's a Cosby?
He's an ancient wizard of sleeping spells.
Must be.
That's putting it lightly.
He must be some devil from the ninth layer of hell or something. Gil rubs his eyes.
Most definitely.
Can I hold up like the vial or like I guess cup in this case and just say drink?
He looks at you. It's empty. Freaking 10-year-old girl. Again,
Drink.
It's empty.
No, drink it. It hits hard, dude.
It's empty.
Drink.
He's just not.
Trust.
He's just gonna nod his head. Oh my god, empty cups. Thanks, Chris. And he points. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go help. He's like, if you want to be useful, go help Tobias and Derek. I think there's one more dude over there. And that would be the end of your turn, Damien, as Gil and you spend this time freaking arguing. Jan, it is your turn.
Okay. I guess I could like. I'll walk around to where Tobias and them are since they're moving. So.
Okie dokie.
How do I? What's 30 feet? Yeah.
They're gonna move over there.
There.
Wahoo. You can freaking. You can make an acrobatics check.
For what?
If you want to use the vial on someone.
Only until they kill the guy first, I guess. Until they stop slashing, I guess.
Gotcha. I'm gonna sit there and be like, alrighty, have fun.
Yeah, I'll just wait until the crazy maniac stops swinging their weapons around.
Alrighty, it is Derek's turn. He's going to once again use his dagger. That will miss. Nice job, Damien. And that's all he can do this turn. Gil, he's like, Where's 30 feet for Gil? You can run 60 feet over there. Gil kind of pushes you aside, Damien. He's like, there's freaking battle going on. Stop distracting me. And he's gonna run over. He's gonna use his dash action to freaking run 60 feet, which is up there, maybe.
Okay.
And he's gonna. You see him turn the corner of the bookshelf, preparing to go help friends. Tobias, it is your turn. Jeez. Oh boy, this guy, he's not doing so well. He's not feeling it. He's
Hey,
not feeling it.
Tobias doesn't play around.
This guy, he's not feeling it. Alrighty. That will be your turn, Tobias, as you freaking come in with your greatsword and hack him on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, it is his turn, and he will once again strike at you, Tobias.
Striking at me and not the other guy?
No, he will.
Okay.
Well, he'll miss. He would miss. He would have missed both of you anyway with that 7. He swings, and once again, your chainmail
It just catches on my armor and does nothing.
does
laugh.
absolutely nothing.
To which everyone else just looks like I'm laughing at a statue, which I find funny.
No, these guys aren't statues. The 2 guys to the
Well,
south.
not to me.
No, these guys weren't statues at all. They just appeared here.
Ah, I'm
Team.
laughing at nothing. Well, I'm laughing at something. Anyone
Damien,
who says
it is
otherwise
your turn. Gillis has called
deniers.
you useless.
How does that make you feel?
Alright. Okay. Incorrect, but sorry.
There's a hotline you can call for sexual harassment in the workplace.
Oh god.
Yes, go take that to the hierarchy back in Astral. They'll handle that pretty nice.
I'm sorry. I was doing something
You'll get
else.
good
Thank you.
severance pay if you have to.
Mac and cheese.
Okay, look. I'm a hungry girl. Alright. I need
Hey, how do you think she got so thick?
exactly. These
Never.
anime thighs don't make themselves, alright?
I hate so much.
Okay. So recap for me real quick.
Gillis, basically everyone's up in the corner over there fighting apparently one less dude, and you have been called useless by Gil.
Okay, how do I move my thing? Because I want to go over to the corner and I'm gonna help. I'm gonna try.
You're going to dash action. You can go over there. Well, not there. You can. That's weird. 60 feet. You can go all the way over there.
Okay, I'll go all the way over there.
Wahoo! There you go.
All right, I'm doing my best.
You're trying your damnedest.
I really am.
Derek's turn. He's once again going to try to stab with his dagger. He misses once again. Derek, why? When you hit, you crit, but when you miss, you just freaking fail. Gil is going to run over, and since he's out of magic, out of spells, he has no weapon. So he's just gonna punch.
Did he lose his sword?
Yeah, no, you guys, Damien, Jan, and Derek, you guys have his sword because he threw it to you guys.
Oh yeah.
Before he hopped over. Wow. It does have advantage because he's flanking, so let's see. That will most certainly hit as he simply walks over, takes 2 hands and nabs the guy in the back for his melee damage. The guy is still very much up though. Tobias, it is your turn.
Hey, I wonder if this will be the killing blow as we are all just ganging up on nothing in the corner.
That is a 21.
Am I flanking?
Yes, you are. That would be a 21 to hit. And once
Ooh,
again,
I get to re-roll one of those.
I mean, it doesn't really.
Yeah.
There you
It's a 10. That makes it a 10, which makes it worth it to me.
Good job.
Yeah.
And he's dead.
Nice.
As Derek, Gil, and Tobias, you guys kind of high-five each other as you feel like everyone else is completely useless.
I turn to, in my angered state, I turn to the 10-year-old. Bring me a drink. The finest you have.
He's like, Gil looks at Damien. Give him the alchemy check. I think he deserves some ale.
Yes, please.
Again, all 3 of them still have these bloodshot eyes. And once again, they still look angry and enraged.
I don't know if Josh is still around.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Can I
I told you to bring me a drink. The finest one you have.
Can I mix in the vial stuff with the alcohol from the jug? Or is it still like dormant?
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Arcana check.
Arcana? Okay.
Yeah.
If you mess
Yikes.
this up.
Oh!
Oh,
Yay!
Alrighty.
A decent roll!
Alright. You're like, you sit there and think for a hot sec. Maybe the alchemy jug is what? The alchemy jug is no longer dormant, so that's good. You do know that, and you kind of think there for a moment, will this dilute the potions? And you're like, only one way to find out. Let's into combat so we can move this over.
yeah. There's.
Wahoo.
Oh, yay. Oh. How long were you trying that? No! All the work! Well, at least it'll forever be recorded.
I'm so sad I missed it.
You missed it! It raises corridor, not a fucking penis, a giant big titty succubus.
I worked so. You know how hard it is to draw with the freaking mouse? My God! I did that for the first hour, and I was just slowly working on it, and that's why it took me so long to pull up my character sheet each time.
This is my life now. This is my life. These are the people I call friends.
We're great people.
Please
Oh,
donate generously to help Brandon's sanity.
Please donate, Brand. Please donate.
I accept Venmo.
Donate
PayPal.
donations. Donate only for Twinkies. Donate to us only in Twinkies.
I did
It's the only payment we'll accept.
You can actually also you can also donate in alcohol.
Alcohol, please.
That is
Alcohol for of course role playing purposes only. Can't drink it since we're underage, but you know what?
Hey, I'll just go up to Canada and drink there. They're drinking.
Oh, easy.
Heck yeah.
Easy
Freaking
clap, boys.
as long as an adult's with you and gives it to you and stays there in the same room with you, that's completely legal.
Oh,
Bro, I'm
heck.
going to Georgia.
Yeah, let me go across the border real quick.
Goodness gracious.
In Georgia Vest State.
Please donate generously. I have Cash App, PayPal,
In
and Venmo.
Twinkies. In Twinkies.
No, donate to Grace's succubus. Thick succubus.
Donate to the mac and cheese fund.
Please, I'm out of mac and cheese. All I have is ramen.
Please donate.
Oh.
Please donate to my cyanide tablets. I need them for medical purposes. They keep me happy.
Oh no.
Other people take actual medications. I just take cyanide tablets, please.
Hey man.
I'll die eventually. I'll get the sweet embrace of death I want. Please.
Mm-hmm.
I can't draw outside of the thing. Never mind. I'm not drawing. What do you mean?
I'm not crying.
Ignore the tiny line
You
there.
are.
That
Why are
wasn't-
you crying?
There's only one thing to do. Alrighty, back to actual D&D
Anyway,
things.
back to the game. I just
Back
poured
to
some of the
actual
vial into
stuff.
the alchemy jug.
Alrighty, what are you going to request the alchemy jug to do, or are you just going to do the vial by itself?
Drink.
The
Alcohol. Ale. Mead.
Please.
Mead.
Hold on. Please make more of this, and then I'll dump some of the little the like, stuff from the alchemy from the vial.
Okay. I have to look something up now.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that.
Wow.
Whoa. I just wanted to look at like exactly how I could use shape change.
Make
My
your
gender
titties
was-
even bigger.
That is what
my
that is
sexy
used
butt
for.
can be-
Pretty much. The alchemy
Oh,
jug
It actually,
shakes, and it stops. It does not produce any more of the liquid.
Oh, it doesn't
The
produce
alchemy
any more
jug
of it.
will be dormant once again.
Ah, god damn it.
This alchemy jug is like moodier than a girl. What? What is
I
that?
asked it nicely too.
I know,
It
and
will be
she's still
dormant
like,
for
no,
another 2 days as
you forgot
once again a
anniversary,
miscommand.
Gerald.
Once
Mm-hmm.
again, a miscommand has been entered. Error 404
Why?
is what the alchemy
Why
jug
is she
says.
such a difficult vial?
You pour it in. It's about roughly half a gallon.
Okay, I poured all the vial. Okay, I'll hand it, and I guess I'll just hand it to
try and pass it off to us.
yeah.
Alrighty. Tobias, how?
Honestly, at this point, I just drink it without thinking about it.
Yeah, that's my thing.
How much would you drink?
Gil,
Like
for the
just
sake
a
of
mouthful?
for the sake of brevity, since I know Tobias would naturally
Drink it all.
Gil and Derek, who've just seen combat, like
Well,
demand that you
they
share.
are my battle buddies. I would share with them. It would be
Yeah,
rude
for the sake
me
of
not
brevity,
to.
you share, and
And
everything.
then I'd finish it off. With my alchemy job.
You finish it off, and all of a sudden you get this massive headache, and then when you open your eyes, everything pops back into reality. And the corpses that you guys were freaking parading over are no longer there. And you look to the back room. That's the stone statue. Gil immediately turns to Damien, looks back at the statue.
Did
back
I
to
at least
Damien.
break it?
Yes, you broke it in half.
Oh, well.
I told you there are statues.
Damien looks at Gil looks at Damien, back to the statue. Back to Damien, back to the statue, back to Damien, banana cat face.
Now back.
Back
Back
Looks
to your
at
man,
you
now
and
look at me.
He kind of like grabs the alchemy jug, make alcohol, and it doesn't do anything. He looks at you. Guess I'm sorry about that.
I take
Anyway.
the alchemy jug back, I
Now
clip
that
it to
we
my
know the
belt,
truth.
and I bust out one of the bottles of alcohol that I got at the tavern.
Damien, you still know that glowing box is still glowing.
We still know
Fine.
what?
That box you grabbed the vial out of, it is still glowing.
It's
Still glowing.
It's still
Alright,
glowing.
I want to check it out.
Okie dokie. Time for some lore, sons. As Gil,
Yay!
as you guys walk over, you guys can roll investigations.
Roll investigation.
Investigations for
Investigation.
loots and lootsies and pootsies.
Yo, now that I'm out of combat, ready for me to roll.
Oh, easy! Nat 20! Let's go!
Alrighty, I'm gonna roll for Derek and Gil. That's good. That's not so good.
Yeah, I like how Grace immediately rolls Nat 1.
Nice.
We had Nat 1 and Nat 20 right in the same room.
Oh, man.
So, Gil,
I accept my fate.
Damien, you're too distracted by the glowy object to actually grab any loot.
Ooh, a shiny!
Yeah.
I want this shiny Pokemon in my deck right now. Thank you.
I have to roll something because that nat 1.
Meanwhile, ooh, shiny! Grabs it immediately.
Do I now have like
Ooh,
I get like minus
that is
investigation anytime there's a
another
shiny?
magical item. Let me roll again. Just what type of magical item? Another scroll. Oh boy, oh boy.
Ooh, nice.
What could possibly it be? What am I willing to give up? Jan, you
Oh, boy.
find a scroll of
Yay.
healing
Ah!
prayer healing.
Oh, I'm keeping that. Okay,
And-
do I write that down in equipment?
Can you even use it though?
Gil kind of looks at you. He's like, I can read that. Up to 6 creatures of your choice, and you can see within range. Regain 2d8 plus the spell plus 4 in this case. No, +5, +5. Sorry.
Yay.
So, so it goes like, yeah,
So it's a one-time use.
one-time use. That's the scroll.
Okay.
That's how scrolls work.
I'll do. I guess I'll write down healing scroll.
Prayer, a scroll of prayer of healing.
Scroll of prayer of healing. Okay.
Gotta love those prepositions.
Actually, that one isn't a preposition.
Prepositional
I'm
phrase.
trying to think of it. No,
Scroll
it's a
of
preposition.
is a preposition.
Yeah, no, it's a preposition. I'm just a.
You dingus? Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Alrighty. With the collective search of Derek and freaking Tobias, you guys are able to find 20 gold lodged around this place.
And wait, all of us?
10 of it.
20 all collectively gold is found. And you notice the currency, this gold is a bit old, as this is a lot older currency.
Okay.
Grace, you're too distracted by the box. As you reach in and there's a little cover, a little latch for this box, and you open it, and the first thing you see is a hand.
Ooh.
A curled up hand. And is of the elven race variety.
Ooh.
And it's been mummified, so it's pretty wrinkly. It's been bald.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I like it. I want it.
You take it up, and as immediately as you lift it up, underneath the words, there's a description inside the box, and it begins to glow. Would you like to read that?
I would love to read it out loud and summon Cthulhu.
It says, I originally planned for this place to be the burial place of the first scribe, Solomon, the Enlightenment. But he insisted that he'd rather use this for future generations to be happy about. A library. We climbed Mount Shining.
What's his name again?
Solomon Murray. He's the first
Kind of
scribe.
an idiotic idea to put in a mountain far away from it.
Okay.
So this is Solomon Murray, the first scribe. So this was first off, supposed to be a burial place for him, but he's like, yeah, nah, let's make this a library.
Yeah.
So when we scribed this, climbing this mountain was dangerous indeed. I lost my hand, and Felix, my dear love, nearly died.
Okay.
Yo, is this some gay stuff?
Yeah, that sounds like gay.
This guy's gay!
But sadly, I was not able to build a library to the fullest of my abilities. So, I had fun with it. I had fun with it. You guys do know the scribes, as I said before, are pretty exceptional engineers.
Mm-hmm.
To be obvious, this place is pretty nice.
Except for the plants that shoot acid in your face.
Yes. You also get something else, Jan, but I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
That's the end of the paragraph. So I had fun with it. This place will be only for those that are worthy, those that are smart. For I'm the keeper of scribes, Alea. And this is all. What languages can you read, Grace?
I can read. Read. I'm the one that can read. Read everything.
What languages?
No. I know. I think I can read Abyssal.
So just common, abyssal, and what else?
Infernal, I think it would
Infernal. That's it, yeah.
Gotcha.
It's written somewhere. I just can't find it on my sheet.
You see Alea, the keeper of the scribes, or the keeper of scholars, sorry. Her name written in common, then a bunch of other languages.
Ooh, okay.
So this is the scribe Alea's hand.
Okay. Oh, alright. Ew. But cool.
Gil's gonna walk over and cast Identify on it. And voila bing bada boom, he's gonna ritual cast it because he's out of freaking spell slots.
What class is Gil?
He's one that can fight, and he can use magic, so you can figure it out from there.
Sword mage.
Stabby mage.
Stabby mage. Let me
I
pull
like
up.
that.
Let me pull that up. He's higher level than you guys, so I mean that's the only thing protecting him from dying is that he's higher level. That's it.
Yeah.
Gil kind of like grabs the hand, takes the hand away from you, and casts Identify on it. And he immediately flips out, and he explains to you guys that this hand can cast invisibility and detect invisibility at the same time, 1 time per day.
I should
Oh.
take that. I should take that.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna give it to the little girl.
Mhm.
And the little
I mean, who better to give it to than the child, the murder child?
The murder child, the sneaky murder child.
Yeah.
Alrighty, he kind of places in your pocket, and he kind of says, "Focus really hard on it, and you'll do it." That's all he says, and he's gonna hand it to you. But Jan, with that nat 20, you also find something else. You find a book. You find a specific book, and it just calls out to you, and you take it and you hand it to Gil, and it's a journal. And as he opens it and begins to read it, he basically says, "So I don't know if it's gonna tick you guys off or not, but Aaliyah, the keeper of the scribes, or keeper of scholars, sheesh, she invented all those plants. She somehow,
Makes sense.
she
Fuck
somehow,
Aaliyah then.
she somehow magically and chemically invented these plants."
I begin using Firebolt to burn the plants.
Oh, you have
Uh,
Fireball. I forgot about that.
As
Firebolt.
you notice, once you
Fireball.
guys
Firebolt.
once you guys picked up the hand, Damien, you notice the plants like stop being like alerted. They just curl down.
They're good
Oh.
boys.
They're good
Everything
boys.
submit.
Everything is a good boy.
Yeah.
Do
All
you
the
think
buds,
that stops me from firebolting them, Brandon?
Gil's gonna walk over to you like, "Come on, dude. Like, we can leave them alone. You know, maybe someone wants to come and rob this place. That's a
I
defense
just
mechanism."
point at another one and zap it.
Give me Firebolt real quick.
Oh my god.
No, he's being a good boy.
You really gonna do him like that?
Alrighty.
Actually, no, it's just a D20 plus 4.
That's
9.
a 1d10.
Deals 1d10. Oh, 1d10 damage. Yeah.
5.
Still a 5. Sweet.
As you fire your plant, Gil punches you, and he hits for 2 points of damage as he swings his fist and knocks you in the face. Dude,
Oh, you want to do this now?
Gil, he doesn't care. Gil stands up to you like, "Dude, leave it alone. This is sacred stuff."
Sacred Shmrekid, they're still humans. They still were just as mortal beings as we are.
They're living creatures that are just told to defend this place. As he holds up the journal, he created this place so people wouldn't just walk in all willy-nilly to freaking take stuff.
Well, would you look at that? That's exactly what I'm doing, and these plants failed in their job.
Well, we were supposed to pass a right, and I'm pretty sure this has something
Well,
to do with
it looks like we passed it, so...
I mean, this is what we're supposed to do. Come in the Mount Shining, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
And he flips the pages some more. He's like, "Well, good thing you guys gave us that vial, by the way. We would have ended up illusions, like the illusions we were fighting." So what you guys can piece together collectively is that the dudes that were in the campfire earlier got sprayed with this the acid from these plants, and they weren't able to find the antidote, and they literally basically were consumed by this room.
Oh,
Ooh.
yikes.
Yeah.
So what's with the clothes though?
There's clothes earlier, like in the very beginning. It looked like somebody tried to escape. Just didn't make it. And since the clothes weren't inside the physical library, they didn't get consumed. and the stone statues were just there for extra touch. So you can probably assume the stone statues were there from the very beginning, like the first defensive mechanism.
Ah.
And
They
then
already
as
broke
people tried
those.
to come and rob it, they've kind of built their own self-defense mechanism at that point. So he's like, well, we got here, we came here for what we know. Grace, roll another Constitution check.
Alrighty.
As you're feeling that headache again.
No.
This is a pretty massive
That's
headache.
pretty bad.
Take 3 points of damage as the voice in your head says first right completed. As this it booms in your head.
It's like ear rape
like
level boom.
It is ear rape.
It's got like the bass boost and echo. It's like it's bad.
Deep fried meme?
Yeah, it's like a deep fried meme.
Pretty much.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna turn my broken mic on.
Oh fuck!
You
No,
Do it,
no,
do it, do it, do it,
no,
do
I
it.
ban you. I ban you. No.
Do it.
I will
What's in
freaking
audio?
ban you. I will freaking ban you. Scott, fix your life. Fix your life right now.
No. This is what's going on in my head right
There
now.
we go.
I was hovering over kick. I was so close.
Oh man.
So there you go. I have now dealt 3 points of psychic damage to everyone.
And Grace, yeah, that headache, as everyone turns to, like, what happened?
We did the first right. God told me so, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know a lot about God, but you know what I mean.
Gil kind of elbows you, Tobias. Told you. And he kind of does this little jig, because again, he's never completed a rite before, so he just does a little
He's
jig.
excited.
Gosh.
He does a little
I need
Irish.
that
He does a little
Hey.
Irish
Stop
jig.
dancing. No, it's disgusting.
I look at Gil. I said, "This is my first time doing this, and I'm doing the rites. This is your 15th time, and you've never been able to complete them. I don't know what that says about you."
Ooh.
Hey, I'm just the guider, dude. You guys have chosen, and I'm chosen to be your guide. So if anything,
No, we're criminals.
I mean, what was your crime?
I slapped a guard.
Okay. He kind of just fanatic cat faces once again. Tilts his head to the side. Okay, and he points at you, Jen. Ara just sent you over to me. Did you do any actual crimes or whatever?
Yes.
What, you took a candy out of the candy shop or whatever?
Murder.
He just gives a stern look to Tobias and like, yeah, slap the guy, huh? Yeah. And he kind of points to you, Damien, and you have the highest crime out of all of us. Looks at
Yeah.
Jan, back to Damien, back to Jan, back to Damien. You know how to read.
Like,
She's
I'm literally
also
a
a
prostitute,
heretic.
but God forbid I read. Jesus.
Also a slut, but
Hey. Look, she can read. That's the worst sin. I slapped a guard, which is, okay, right? But this 10-year-old murdered somebody, alright? No one ever said that the justice system was just. Derek, what did you do?
He kind of looks at the ground. So I'm a mercenary.
Oh, well, that's fine.
And I was out drinking with my friends, and I stayed up
Yeah,
past curfew.
Makes sense. That makes
What
sense.
is this? Justice?
As the room goes dead silent as everyone realized Derek is being put through basically the Hunger Games for staying up past 10 p.m.
I elbow Gil. So this is the justice system, huh?
Hey, I make my
We
living
all
off
need to
it.
be saved from this.
Yeah. Well, he looks at you. Well, hardened, evil criminals, have you been learning your lesson?
No.
I've been learning what to
He looks
All
down
I've learned is that
He looks down at Jan, gives a sarcastic, have you learned not to murder people?
Well, I don't want to be like Tobias.
Yeah!
which
No
part?
murdering.
Which part? The violent or the alcoholic?
Both.
Good
That's-
choice. Good answer.
Good job. Gil kind of pockets the book. He's like, alrighty then, well, we can get out of here, I guess.
Yeah. Nothing else to do here.
Yeah, Gil takes his sword back from Derek, by the way. He's like, I want this, like, now. And Derek's like, well, where'd you guys come from? Pointing at
we
you,
just
Tobias.
fell, and then we walked, and then I fell some more, but the other guy, he made it.
Alright, then. Derek kind of runs towards where you guys came from. He's like, yeah, there's no way we're climbing that, so back to the elevator.
Yeah, makes sense.
As you guys go to the platform, the plants kind of like just nod and point to the direction of the elevator. It's kind of nice.
I look at them suspiciously.
They don't look at you
Kinda.
because they don't have eyes.
Good.
Gil pulls the lever, and this time you guys are lowered.
Oh, yay.
And after good 10 minutes, no elevator music again. I'm terribly sorry. I know.
Josh,
Freaking
that's
the
your-
greatest engineers of all time couldn't add elevator music. You
What's
guys
the point
are-
of the elevator without the music?
Josh, you're the DJ. You get to add the elevator.
I mean, I
music.
could,
That's
You
your.
don't
but there's
Okay.
no elevator music. It doesn't make any sense with the lore.
It's not canonical.
It's not
It's
canonical.
not canon. You guys are lowered, and it stops, and two rocks move to the side as you guys are at the basin of Mount Shining. And as you guys leave, it shuts. The rocks shut close. Gil's like, well, that's
Okay.
fancy. And just off a bit, like 20 feet, you see you guys' cart with Grammy there. You guys walk towards
So tell me, Grammy, did I miss any of the fun?
She looks at you, looks at everyone. You guys seem like you had a lot of fun. Especially you and your
We
chainmail.
Ugh.
As your chainmail has a bunch of holes from the past 9 days.
Yeah.
And she's like, well then, sadly I don't have any more porridge sticks. So I just have regular porridge. And she places porridge in enough bowls for everyone. Enjoy.
Okay.
You guys sit down.
Do we have to make another con save?
No, you guys have already had the porridge already, so you guys are good.
Oh, okay.
You guys sit down. It's getting to nighttime. You guys get a long rest out of this. Roll perception checks for those who are taking watch. Who's taking watch first?
Who's taking first watch, I guess?
I'll take it.
Ready, Damien and Derek, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Roll perception.
Wherever
checks.
Damien goes, Derek follows.
Pretty much.
Oh man.
It's kind of adorable, actually.
No,
Wow.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Both of you got 17s, by the way, so congrats. This lad has no wisdom like you. But you guys don't see anything. Who's taking next watch? Gil and Jane. Why not?
Alright.
Roll perception checks.
We're gonna end up talking about the whale, aren't we?
Blue whale.
Oh no, that's
with a wish-
that's performance. That's performance.
The blue
Ah.
whale with the wish spell.
Man,
I'm
you
tired.
do a lot better
Nice.
performance.
Okay.
Nat
You
20.
do.
Oh yeah, I have I have +4.
Yeah, you're a lot better at performing than our bard.
Because like I'm a child, and I want to be able to act like a child who
What?
hasn't done anything and hasn't committed murder before. I fooled you guys for a long time.
You and Gil both see people in the distance, like a very large caravan of people leaving Creek. They seem to be going. They seem like they're gonna pass you, but they are moving in you guys' general direction.
Do we still have a fire lit?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
They have torches and everything.
So we're kind of hidden, I guess.
Sort of hidden, yeah.
By darkness, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just gonna roll a history check.
I'll just turn to kill. Wake everyone.
Well, with Gil's stupid history check, he's like, Creek has a bunch of caravans, right? He's like, what's the worst possible thing that could be?
Death.
Yeah, I guess so. He kind of orders everyone to get up and keep arming themselves. Derek wakes up. He gets behind the cart. He gets underneath the cart with his crossbow and takes aim in that general direction. As he forces everyone to wake up. Everyone can Tobias, you can. Everyone else is like leaning against the cart, resting and whatnot, fully awake and whatnot. But it's your turn to take a watch, so Tobias. Roll
Alright.
perception check for me real quick, as everyone's just chilling out for a hot sec.
Hey, that's
Oh,
pretty
hey,
good.
modded 20.
Yep.
Soft 20, modified 20. Tobias, this group is definitely heading towards to you guys.
Like right towards us.
Right towards you guys, and this is a very, very large group of people.
Alright. I begin to awaken people, telling them we've got company.
Yeah, everyone's fully awake. Grammy has her freaking butcher's knife ready to go. Sorry,
Her
butcher's
axe.
Yeah. Butcher's axe ready to go. And as daybreak opens, this multitude of people, it's almost like a mini battalion, honestly.
Jeez.
As you see guys on lighter horses appear, lightly armored, with a bunch of javelins and shields, run past you guys and form basically a circle and start screaming and yelling at you guys, javelins at the ready. And you guys see heavily covered dudes.
What are they yelling?
They're just screaming and yelling, like I guess like Indian style, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And you see a lot of heavier cav.
Wakanda forever.
As you see more dudes, this time in more heavier armor, some chainmail dudes, so a lot of dudes in chainmail. And you see this, and you see this one dude in a breastplate, wearing all white, while everyone else is wearing like white and purple. This dude's just wearing white, and he has a purple turban on. And
you cut out.
Oh, sorry.
Turban?
Everyone else is wearing white. Everyone around that's circling you, even the guys with chainmail, have like white highlights on and whatnot. But this guy is wearing a breastplate, and he has a white uniform and a purple turban. And he hops off his horse. He takes out a sword, and he says, "Drop your weapons immediately. You're being charged with the murder of Saraline's forces. You'll have to be coming with us to face You'll have to come with us to face her judgment."
We are being charged with the murder of whom?
Saraline's forces.
I don't think we are. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god!
I have to say we roll with disadvantage.
That's
But that's
27!
You say that he kind of like puts his sword away, and two more officers walk over. Two officers walk over and kind of like jab on the side. "We have our orders," and they also draw their swords. "Surrender. We have orders to capture you, and you'll face your judgment. You'll then decide if you're proven. Then Saraline herself will decide if you're innocent or guilty."
Alright, fine.
I guess I'll drop my daggers.
Gil
I
will
drop my greatsword.
Gil will drop his sword. Grammy's still gonna hold on to her great axe. She's like,
I mean, no one's gonna stop Grammy though.
protect the food, protect the food.
I love Grammy's priorities, not herself. Protect the food. Doesn't care about herself.
Screw all of you, protect the food. And it's the two other officers that can kind of push aside. Load up your cart and follow us, as everyone's all the javelin dudes have kind of stopped screaming and yelling at this point.
Okay.
And they continue to circle you. Tobias, since you were watching earlier, there's roughly 20 dudes, just javelin dudes alone.
Yeah.
And they were 10 heavy horsemen, and there are 3 officers in breastplates.
There's no way to fight out of this one.
So as you guys pack up your stuff, they're still watching you and everything. If you do anything suspicious, they freaking pretend to throw their javelins, but don't. They just keep laughing as they circle you. And the 3 officers come back on horseback. Follow us. We're taking you back to Creek. We're heading to the northern entrance. As you guys are wheeled away, once again, it's a day's journey, and even when you guys set up for night camp or whatever, they still follow you and still have you surrounded. As half the guards rest and the other half of the guards keep watch. And all 3 officers are watching you guys through the entire night. They don't get any rest. They just simply continue watching you guys.
Jeez. It's a little whack.
They must be gamers in order to not need that sleep.
They must
Yeah,
have they drunk a ton of Mountain Dew. And
if they weren't arresting me,
either that or it's cocaine. I mean, or no, isn't it like meth where you can stay up for days?
I
can't remember which one it is.
I think
I don't
meth,
know.
it's meth, coke, or Adderall. Any of the above.
Yeah, that's true.
It could be anything. Most drugs they're nice. Most drugs are just nice.
Most drugs. The ones that are not nice. There's a select few.
Oh my goodness. Grace, roll another Constitution check for me once again.
Oh.
For what?
As once again,
voice of
masochistic succubus is coming back, huh?
Oh, did I not roll it? I clicked it. Why are you being like this? Roll 20. No one asked. There you go.
Oh,
geez, the same roll.
Oh boy, you're gonna be taking more damage this time until you freaking learn how to handle headaches.
Alright.
Like normal people, Grace.
No!
7 points of damage. As once
Josh.
again, this headache tells you to read.
Alright.
Josh, Brandon, mute your mics. Deafen yourselves. I'm gonna do it.
No.
No.
I command, please don't. We're so close.
I will.
Thank you.
I kind of want to hear it, actually.
Don't.
No, I mean, Brandon, deafen. I want to hear it.
Oh my goodness. So, Scott and Josh, please mute your mics, please.
Oh, okay.
Deafen ourselves or just mute the mics?
Just mute mics. You guys can hear this, but remain in character. Grace, are you ready? We got a long one here.
Oh no.
It glows red, and the name of this section is quite lengthy. As you flip through the book to the red section, this is from Maine, the Master General. He's one of the scribes.
Wait, what's his name?
Maine, M-A-N-E. His title amongst the scribes is known as the Master General. He is a Dragonborn. And his section glows red. And before you can get to his section, there's just a bunch of names. Literally, just a bunch of random names. So when you get to the section you read, It starts off 3,000. 3,000. I can name most. I never forget. My first kill was when I was 7. I turned my slaver into a crisp. The
Whoa.
slaver, Richard of Stonehelm, a traveler named Paris, Sir Walt of O'Mel, a little girl from a village in the Western Shires. I will record all 3,000 names when I get back from our journey crossing the once beautiful Badlands. The weather alone has made this journey hard, but the addition of raiders, basilisks, it doesn't make life any easier. It weighs on me daily because I killed those 3,000 people. How many more did I kill indirectly? Mothers, sons, daughters, husband. How many lives have I prevented? A future king, a genius, a friend, maybe even a wife. I will never forget. I believed I was going to hell. I let their pain and suffering grip me until solemn Myrrh arrived. He didn't make the killing machine in me go away, but simply focused it. I was a tool for his justice. I slew monsters and hoped to destroy the evil that plagued the land, such as hunger and self-doubt. I will be haunted even in the grave, and forever will I hear, feel, and see their pain, sufferings, and dreams. But it only drives me forward. I didn't let it grip me like it did in the past. I wish to pass the knowledge on to those who need it most, those who need understanding. I will share my eyes and my point of view with those who need it. Never forget. And it continues going on, and the names continue going. The Elven King of the Western Shires, a slaver who sold his sister for gold, the Titan Isis, and my eldest son, Lester. And then once again, it breaks off into more names, even more names. And then at the very last page of this chapter, it says, "Thank you, Felix, one of the scribes, for doing this. You're young, brave, and wise. Our father, Solemn Myrrh, will be proud of you one day, just like the rest of us." And as you finish that last part, the page and the words stop glowing red. As you guys finally arrive back at Creek. And that's where we'll end the session for today.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So yeah.
Wow. All right. I have a bunch of names in my note-taking now, so that's fun.
Yeah, that's for the session. So you guys know Maine apparently killed 3,000 people.
Maine has the murder hobo, the OG murder hobo.
The original murder.
The OG murder hobo. And he killed his son, Lester.
Jeez. But he does know Felix, who was mentioned in the other thing.
Yes, Felix is one of the 8 scribes. So apparently Felix wrote this stuff down for him.
Yeah.
So apparently you can probably put together he didn't know how to read or write either.
Yeah.
So if he's having someone else write this down for him, apparently it was Felix this time.
I mean, he's a murder hobo. Why would he know how to read?
Yeah. And I think we'll end recording here. So thank you. That was pretty good.